Good evening, everybody. How is everybody doing today? It's Monday night. That means we're back. Week 5, mid-season, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, what's up, Leo? The series is still going. It's going for another 5 weeks past this week yet, my guy. And we are here with our AM class. So we are here presented by DDRD Racing, and this is Roving Island World Tour 2 North America Edition. So, AM class. Intrigued a little bit? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We have 3 different divisions racing the series here. They all run the same race each week, and it's just a different skill level of drivers from one class to the next. Our AM class being our amateur division. Then we go into tomorrow night with our pro division, our top drivers here in the series, and then we finish it off with our pro AM division. And well, those pro-ams are no joke either, let me tell you what. It's going to be an interesting night tonight. So we are all the way over in Japan, and we are on Tokyo East, counterclockwise here today. And it is a 7-kilometer racetrack. It is a city track, and it is a tarmac road service. It appears in Gran Turismo Sport and, of course, Gran Turismo 7. I'm your host for the evening, GT45 Gaming. Welcome in. This is also a family-friendly broadcast, just in case you were wondering. How's it going, Paul? Good luck, everyone. All right, let's break it down here. So we have 4 minutes to go, but we're waiting for a driver here. So we're having a little bit of lobby issues again today, so we really got our fingers crossed, but we'll see how it goes. So the quality settings are always the same as racing conditions here from one round to the next, whether it's a sprint format or an endurance race format. Tonight is a sprint racing format. It is lobbies open at 9 p.m. Eastern time for practice and race warm-up and race debrief with race control, and then of course we try to drop the qualifying right at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, barring there's no holdups or complications. It is a BOP tuning on series, tuning prohibited series, pardon me, and boost is off. Grid is it's a grid start with false start check. Slipstream strength is real. Track edge is also real. Mechanical damage is heavy in this season, so the drivers have really got to be on point. The drivers start with a full tank of fuel, and they're only allowed the traction control system and now anti-lock braking system here in the series as well. What else we got? Overtaking system is on default, and drivers must use the mandatory tires for at least one full circuit lap. So that means an out lap, a full lap around, and an in lap, and then that driver can, of course, swap off that tire. Our penalty settings here in the series are shortcut penalties are turned on to weak, so we let the game handle that. Our contact penalties are turned off, wall and driver. We do that with after the fact racing steward officials in behind the scenes here at GT45 and DDR. What else do we got there? The vehicle wall correction is turned off. We've correct vehicles when off the track is also turned off. Our flag rules are turned on, and our penalty system is also turned on. So if they get a pit lane infraction, they'll serve a big fat 3-second penalty. So tonight on the docket is 2 sprint races. The first one will be started off with a 15-minute qualifying run, and a 15-minute race will, of course, then ensue. The tires allowed for this race are the racing wet and the racing intermediate wet tires only. No racing tires will be allowed in this great qualifier or race. There's no tire, there's no fuel, and it's R5. Cloudy, misty at sunrise with an 8 times weather variable. From there, we move into race 2. Race 2 will be a reverse grid based off of race 1 results, and the required tires will be the soft and the medium racing tires. So the conditions will change for race 2. It'll be ×4 tire and ×4 fuel consumption in these cars. The weather will be C13 sunny with some monsoon clouds in the afternoon. No edge, just wall. True story. Lots of walls here. It's going to be a difficult race here tonight, of course, with it being in Tokyo. We're surrounded by city streets. So let's take a look at our divisional standings coming into round 5 here. And it is a DDR's Kilt still leading the way here. Apex Sim Racing Superman, though, right there nipping at his heels in second place. Diabolus is still standing strong there in third, but DDC Gaming is right there nipping in fourth place. Chip Reese, with his great second place finish last week, jumps up into fifth. DDR Hulky here in sixth. We've got Cornstick in seventh from VPR Racing. We've got J-Set here in eighth from 10 Tenths Racing. We've got Lucky 7 from Victory Pace Racing in a ninth place, and John the Chinky coming in top 10 here, and he is an independent driver. It's Cody B in 11th, also an independent driver. Of course, Apex Sim Racing's Heaton in 12th, ATK Motorsports Captain Pedro here in 13th, and IRL Logan here in 14th position. Whew, all right, we got through all of that in quite a short amount of time. Look at us go. All right, track map on the screen in front of you. Just a little look at what these drivers are going to be dealing with here today. And we're going to be moving in a right from the top center of the racetrack, pardon me, to the left and going around the track in that direction. This track does go in both directions on the game. We are going in the counterclockwise direction here this evening. All right, I think we're still waiting for our ATK Motorsports driver. He was having a little issues getting into the lobby here this evening, so we're just waiting for him to get everything reset, and then we're going to make a new lobby. That's what we're going to do. I just got word from race control, so just bear with me here for a second, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we're dealing with some issues here since the last update in Gran Turismo, and hopefully that gets sorted out. Just communicating back with race control here, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. I've probably gotten very quiet all of a sudden. Where did Kilty find that pace? Kilty's always had pace. I don't know why everybody's so surprised about Kilt all the time. I'm not gonna lie. Kilt has always had pace. He just hasn't been racing much, you know? But boy, he's just showing what kind of pace he really does have this season, doesn't he? Just resetting the lobby here, so just bear with me here for uno momento. Alright. I don't know what it is with this particular division here. I don't know if Mondays are just not a good day to be racing for the series, or what's going on, but we have been having some issues with this AM division this season, just with lobby connections. So let's get rid of that track map. I'm sure you guys are bored of looking at that. Let's take a look at what the streets of Tokyo look like here in Japan. This is what the drivers are going to be up against here, and right now it's just a matter of our track crews going and of course cleaning up. Let me come a little closer so you can hear me better. The crew's out cleaning up and just checking the track here at this point. Go 10-10s. Lucky Alpha, let's go VPR. Trone, good luck AM drivers. No edge, just wall. Aaron coming in with the thumbs up. We also had Christopher Miller and Jake GT coming in with the follows yesterday off stream as well. Welcome to the Winner Circle community. We appreciate that support and stay winning. Whew, all right. Miss Devious, our official lobby is back up. And Captain Pedro, please come in first before the rest of the drivers. Alright, so we're just getting everything going here. We are not too bad, 12 viewers right now. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Kill, says Stefan. You know, tonight's is this race tonight, race 1, really is anybody's race to win. We're going to see some wet conditions here in race 1, obviously, as the details stated there just a couple of minutes ago on the stream here. And the rain can be one of two ways on this track from what we've seen during the practice sessions and all the in between race week testing, is that it could either be very light and the track will start to dry out near the end of the day, or the rain will be very heavy and sporadic throughout the full 15 minutes. So that's the two things we've noticed that the drivers will be dealing with on this setting here today. So which tires the drivers are going to opt to choose is going to be interesting to see. Would they have the options of the heavy wets or the intermediate tires? So qualifying really will be key. You're 100% right, Stefan. 100% right. Huh. I have no drivers in the lobby yet. Which tells me that Pedro maybe cannot get in. We got Egon and Paul coming in with the hearts on the stream. Corey coming in with the like as well. Stefan coming in with that like. For some reason those didn't show up. Alright, so I think Pedro's trying to get in. The rain is silly. Oh. Yeah, we might be down a driver here tonight. Oh, that is unfortunate. Alright, so our drivers are starting to come back into the lobby here now. That tells me that, unfortunately for Pedro, he may not be able to connect to the lobby, and I'm not sure what else to do about that. I suppose we could get, it needs to make up its mind. Go JSet. Hey, how's it going, Savannah? Hope you're doing fantastic. We may need to find a new host for this class and see if that helps change things a little bit here. I tell you, it's the most frustrating part about this right here is the electronic part of this. Great racing that we do here. It's Cody, baby. Alright, so race control is just working with the driver here right now. They are working on trying to outsource the issue here. Need to get rid of the dial-up. Oh yeah, no. You know what? It's. I don't know what it is. It just seems to be this division, this season that's really having the connection struggles, and you know, it's hard to determine whether it's the host and just some drivers having. I guess that would make sense. Just give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I got trying to hold on to 4 things and do 6 at once here. Alright. This is gonna already started rough this week. I'm okay, thanks. Fantastic. We love to hear that. Bringing home Apex. He can enter race controls lobby. Yeah, I got it. At least a drive-through penalty for holding up the lobby. Stefan. God, I thought we were mean. I don't know, man. Sounds like this guy wants to be a steward, huh? Alright, so I'm gonna let everybody get into Miss D's lobby first before I go and jump over into that lobby. I want to make sure all the drivers get connected. That the most important part is the drivers right now. We want the drivers to just be able to race and have a good night. So clearly my host is causing an issue for one specific driver, and that's just how we roll now. We got to figure it out on the fly sometimes. Alright. We's in the lobby. We're, well, on route anyways. Just gotta go verify the settings are correct. Good. Yes. Everything looks fantastic. The old faithful DT, hey? We all love that DT penalty, don't we? But I tell you what, when you get one or two of them, you sure think twice about doing that again. I mean, that's the idea behind it, anyways. I've had to suffer my share of them in league racing. I totally understand it. So. There we go. All right. So we're along for the ride here now, chat. Let's flip you over. This one, that one. All right, there we go. All right, now you can see what's happening here. So, race control now hosting the lobby. Fantastic news. Thank you to Miss Devious for yet again going way above the Call of Duty to make sure that the drivers have a proper, fair environment to get a race in. So, whenever we're ready, she's in control. She's in control on a good any other day. Anyways, I don't start the race without race control's wishes because race control is in a chat with these drivers. We've implemented this season as testing for future seasons. So what we have is we've taken one spot away from the grid, so 14 spots available for the racers this season in 2 of our 3 divisions here. And we've added in race control, a live in race control, and that race control's job is to, of course, help the commentator also keep an eye on red flag situations at the beginning of races. But race control is also there to, after a pile up on a tough racetrack like this happens at a bottleneck spot, race control can radio communicate a yellow flag situation to the drivers, which will create the pack to slow down in that particular sector, so hopefully nobody gets collected. We've seen it happen at Mount Panorama. You didn't see it happen, but race control was all over a couple of those situations to allow the drivers enough warning to not get caught up. So all drivers are ready. We're rocking and rolling. We're going to start our qualifying session here in about 5 seconds time, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll have a 15-minute qualifying run here. And well, the drivers may need it tonight. It's going to be raining out on the racetrack. It's going to be a little dicey out there. So let's go see what we see. All right, looks like it's going to be Chip. Yep, the Alfa Romero. So our second place finisher last week in our 50-minute endurance race here is going to head out on track first to start this qualifier. So Chip Reese will lead our AM class out here in week 5 in qualifying. So let's get racing. Appreciate that like, Scott, as well. I hope you're doing fantastic as well, my guy. Appreciate all the drivers popping in and keeping me up to date as well. That's the great community we have here at GT45 Gaming. The driving community is unlike any other I've been a part of. Everywhere down the line, wherever support is needed, somebody is there to give it. So I just want to give a shout out to the driving community here at Roving on a World Tour 2 North American Edition, especially because we got a lot of drivers involved in this series. We got 47 drivers involved in the series, and we've got a dozen administrators, and we've got a handful of stewarding officials as well in behind the scenes here in this series. So there is a lot happening here from week to week. So we just want to give a shout out and love to the driving community because you know, they're the ones that give us the show every day. They're the ones that are on track, putting in the work and the sweat and the tears and the blood, and just racing hard for our entertainment value. So GG's to the drivers as we're entering our mid-season point here. So this is week 5, halfway through our seasons, and a little something extra too. So what's going to happen behind the scenes this week after the races are done is some votes are going to go up in each division, and it's going to be a driver's vote for most improved driver or sportsmanship award type deal. And the drivers will get to vote for one driver that will pick up a set of bonus points as well at the end of next week. So lots of cool things happening here and behind the scenes. Lots of way for these drivers to grab points. Watching from Australia. Hey, much love, brother. Go Apex at ATK. Go J&T. Got Alexander coming in with the thumbs up on the stream as well. Welcome, welcome. All right, so we're with Chip here. It's going to be 2-minute laps here, especially in the rain in Tokyo. You could see the rain coming down in front of that Alfa Romero 4C from our VPR driver here, and it's going to be an interesting night tonight. So let's jump on board. I cannot jump on board. Apparently, give me a little memento. I need to fix something. Now we got an onboard. Alright. You know, it's only this game that causes so much trouble with everything. Keyboards, steering wheels, controllers. I don't understand. Let's go, boys. Race those hearts out. Let's go, Cody B. Hey, I agree. Cody B has been doing very well this season so far. He's brand new to the platform. And along with a couple other drivers here in the series as well, and all these new faces and all our brand new drivers have been doing an exceptional job here during the series here so far. So this is really a stand-up job here from all the drivers in the AM class. It's a mixture of skill level of drivers here as well, but boy, it's been really good racing here so far in the division this season. We were scheduled to have a full load of drivers here tonight, but some of them did not make it race time here. Stuck between two racers, my cousin Apex Superman Cody B. Well, hey, both pretty good people. I mean, what's wrong with cheering for both? There's nothing wrong with cheering for both, in my opinion. Alright, so we are with Chip here. He's at minute 41 here as we're coming around the final two corners here. This is just a very long, swooping, full-out turn all the way back around in the direction that the driver started from here. Some cars are going to be better than others in the rain here as well, so some of the cars that might be struggling maybe in some of these dry races might get an advantage here tonight as well in the wet. So these MR cars are pretty solid in the rain. They're definitely going to be the cars I think to watch out for here. I think rear-wheel drive cars like our GTRs and our Corvettes and our BMWs and cars like that might not do so well in the rain here, but we're about to find out. So it's going to be Chip to come across first. Corn's going to take pole. Superman's going to take pole. Hulky's going to take pole. Kilt's going to jump up into third place there. Captain Pedro here, let's see what he's got as he comes around here in the McLaren. He's going to be good enough for fifth here. We got It's Cody B coming through. What's he got? It's good enough for second place from Cody B. Look at him flying right now. Lucky 7 jumped up in there, up into pole position here. Let's see what TDC has. The damn cat from Team Rad as he comes around here in this Dodge Viper. And it's good enough for pole position as well. So now we got Jay coming through here in 10th place. Let's see what Jay said has as he's coming down to set his official lap here shortly. And he's decided to give himself some space here, some breathing room in this qualifying run, and just have the track to himself. That's some smart decision making right there by J-Set, and it's good enough for pole position from J-Set here now. Is Diabolus going to steal these away? He's on an out lap, so this one's not going to count. So there we go. It's J-Set now sitting in provisional pole. TDC in second. Lucky 7 in third. We got Hulky in fourth. Cody B in fifth. Superman in sixth. Kilt in seventh. Cornstick in eighth. We got Pedro in ninth. We got Chip here in 10th. And we got Diabolus in 11th. He hasn't clocked in an official lap yet, and he won't this time around either. He's just on an out lap here. The next lap will be his flying lap for the first time. Let's go, guys, says Clarissa. Alright, so it is J-Set here in pole position, but it was Chip that was out first, if I'm not mistaken. So let's jump on board with Chip here. And he's got his teammate Cornstick right up on the back beans here, and side by side into qualifying. And Chip just let him go through there, I think, or the momentum just got Corn around. But Ferrari now up ahead here, and he is currently sitting in 8th place as well. So he's definitely had a better lap than Chip this time around, as he's gotten around Chip. And we see Superman right in behind Chip there too as well. So all three cars very close together here. A little bit of help, a little bit of pushing, help improve that time a little bit. Not a terrible strategy here either. Cody B's climbing the ladder. Let's go, Cody. Alright, so let's see what these three drivers have. We got Superman, Cornstick, and Chip here, all coming across the line at the same time. Superman has moved over to the outside edge there, and Chip is going to go up into 5th. Superman's going to jump up into 2nd there, and I don't know where Cornstick ended up there. It must be 4th place? Yes, sir. Alright, so it's Hulky now in 5th place, and him and Kilt are coming around here. They're very close together here, so teamwork makes the dream work sometimes around these racetracks. That was a good strategy right there. And Chip, unfortunately, gained one. He not unfortunately, he gained a spot there, but he didn't get the benefit from all that pushing and that was going on there from Superman and Cornstick, where those two drivers really got the benefit from a little extra time that time around. Diabolus here, he is now on his first official hot lap here, so let's sit with him here as he's just coming into the final couple corners here. Ooh, and a little bit of a slide there. He's going to pick up that damage there in the front end of that racing car, but right now he just needs to get that lap in, so he should really bring this thing across the start-finish line here, just get the official lap, and then he can reset this thing if he chooses to. Cody with a 206, he's flying. We need to qualify. Look at that, the Pro-Ams are already strategizing. The Pro-Ams are already strategizing. I love it. I do love it. Alright, so what do we got here with Diabolus coming through? Yep, he is going to go ahead and just record that time. 15 minutes isn't a long time when you got a 2-minute lap here, so it's good enough for 10th place here. Let's see if he resets or if he's just going to fight that damage here and just try to finish it out with the damage on it. Right now it's TDC sitting in pole position. It's J-Set currently sitting in 2nd. We got Superman sitting in 3rd place, and him and Cornstick are still very close together here. Chip is right in behind. Looks like Chip has gained some ground on these guys, so Chip might be jumping up the list here as well. We got It's Cody B here in 5th place currently. We got Hulky in 6th. We got Kilt in 7th. We got Lucky here in 8th place. Let's sit with Chip here as he's the car in behind here. We got Kilt just in behind him up in 7th place there as well. So, well, if qualifying is any indication of what the race could be like, I mean, these drivers are doing a fantastic job driving nose to tail and qualifying in the wet. And we may be in for a doozy here today. Maybe we're going to have one of the best races of the season here from our AMs. Let's go Racers. What is up, Jakey, my guy? Top A head admin in the house, coming to check on these AM Racers here tonight to see what they got. Chip is going to come across there in 8th place. Lucky 7, let's stick with Lucky 7. He's coming down. We got Pedro in behind there as well. Just coming down here. Let's see. Oh, Pedro's going to dive into pit lane there. Lucky pick up some damage. And it's going to be good enough for 6 there for Lucky 7. So that was a pretty good lap around Tokyo here as well. 205.261 currently is our pole position lap. We have J-Set with a 205.7, half a second between the two right now. Superman is less than a tenth ahead of Cornstick right now, and Superman has actually gotten around Cornstick, which tells me Superman's on a little bit of a quicker lap here. It's Cody B coming in huge here. He's about 2.5 tenths in behind our 4th place driver, but sitting in 5th place currently. He's got a 10th on Lucky 7 from VPR here. Now there's almost 7 tenths of a second there to Kilt. From there, it's half a tenth to Hulky, and then it's about another half second to Chip here. Chip is just coming out of pit lane there. We got Diablos here in 10th, and he's almost 4 tenths of a second up on his time here right now currently. And then we've got Pedro here in 11th place. And go Pedro, go. We just want the drivers to be able to race. We don't want disconnects, so let's see how it goes here tonight. Pedro for president, says Cody. Cody coming in with the thumbs up. Appreciate you, Cody. Pedro for president. J-Set now sitting in pole position, and he's the first driver to hit the 204s here with a 204.277, and that's almost a full second faster than Team Rad's TDC here with a 205.261. So J-Set just put in a ripper. Superman here in 3rd place. We've got Cornstick here. Do you see Superman kind of moving over a little bit, trying to dodge that slipstream there? He doesn't want Cornstick to pull any extra time here. Already we're seeing it. We're going to see some good racing tonight. I feel it. I feel it. Hey, you know your spots there, my guy. You know your spots there. Just keep us posted, Pete. Keep us posted, my guy. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're not too wore out. Hope the twins are doing great, my dude. Hope the family's well. Alright, Cornstick stays in 4th place, but Superman jumps up into P2 there with that lap around, and he cuts into that lead of J-Set a little bit there. Is only now 7 tenths of a second from pole position in TDC here. Let's see what he's got. He's coming around. Boy, we're fighting. Ooh, are we fighting? Hoping I can rate. Oh, yeah. We're fighting. We're fighting. PD coming in with the like. Clarissa coming in with the like as well on the stream. Welcome in, everybody. We see you over there on YouTube, too. We see you on YouTube. Bringing home Apex, boys, says Jakey. He's here, rooting on the boys. Rooting on the boys from the clubhouse here. Alright, so it is J-Set in pole. Let's try to find some one of our drivers that's getting close here. Oh, we got Cody and Jesse here into T1. Little tiny bit of contact between the two there. Some door-to-door qualifying going on here. We've got Hulky in 8th place. We've got Chip in 9th. We've got Diabolus in 10th. We've got ATK's Pedro here in 11th place. And J-Set is our provisional pole sitter here for the time being. We still got 3 minutes left. Still got 3 minutes. About 1.5 laps remaining. Oof. Superman there scuffing up those beautiful white rims around the corner there as he just caught that curve there. And, wow, that was close. We got TDC here. Oh, that doesn't look good. We got Cornstick here in 4th. We got Lucky 7 here and Hulky getting around here now as well. Where's Cody? There's Cody in 6th position. And oh, it looked like he took some damage at some point there in that qualifying run. We've got Kilt here in 7th. We got Hulky in 8th. We've got Chip in 9th. We've got Diabolus in 10th position. And we've got Mr. Pedro in 11th. And oof, little slide there from J-Set as he was coming up and around the corner. He's just going to settle in behind Pedro here. Just being nice and patient. He's got a nice little gap here right now on the rest of the field. Maybe using a little slipstream to his advantage here. He's driving very smart. He's getting some fresh air in the front end of that race car, and he's going to come around on down the inside on Pedro there. Oh, going to tuck right back into that slipstream there. So, again, we're just having a little taste of what we're about to see here maybe tonight, I think. Oh, Pedro just slamming on the anchors there. Made a mistake. Ambro doing well. Can't complain. Miss you guys in the track. Hey, we miss you too, my dude. Go get him, Jay. Fast Injure in the house. Go Superman, go. McLaren F1 would have been fun. It would have been crazy fun. I don't disagree, Trode. Superman in pole position 204 flat, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, we got a race on our hands tonight. J-Set here in 2nd place. We've got TDC here in 3rd. He hasn't been able to hit those 204s yet either. We've got Corn here in 4th. Hulky improving on his time there. We got Lucky 7 in 5th. We got Hulky now up into 6th. Kilt is sitting there in 7th. Cody B here in 8th position. His best lap's a 206.6 there, so he's having some good laps here. Hulky's going to slip on through there. Cody B coming into pit lane there. We got Chip here in 9th position. We've got Diabolus here in 10th, and we got Captain Pedro here in 11th position. Alright, we're almost done here. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes left. 1 minute left. My bad. 1 minute left in qualifying. Go, Jay, go. The Skyline's top speed is probably unmatched. You could be right. You could be very well right, Risky. You probably are right, coming from you. And we have Apex Superman here. He's cruising right now. He's in this old school technology, and boy, has he made this 1999 GT3 race car absolutely look great against all these 2015, 17, 18, 2020 race cars. Superman has been bringing it this series, absolutely bringing it. We got J-Set coming in. He was a newcomer coming in late to the season. He's been having some good runs here. TDC's been having fantastic runs, having great battles up front there all season long. Cornstick's been having great runs here, but some tracks struggling a little bit with this Ferrari. Still learning this car a little bit. He did say he wanted to do something different, so this is a new car for him this season. We got Lucky 7 here in 5th, but Diabolus just up ahead of him there. We're not sure where Diabolus is slotted in here. We got Hulky in 6th. We got Kilt in 7th. Cody B's chilling. He's chilling. And we got these two Porsche drivers side by side here. Diabolus currently sitting in 10th. Pedro is still rocking and rolling here in 11th. But I mean, we all know. It doesn't matter how fast you are. It all matters is how consistent you are, and if you can keep your car out of trouble when it comes to race time in these situations. And that really is going to be key here tonight. Keeping the car safe on the first couple laps while the field kind of settles into its single line rhythm around the racetrack. That's going to be very important. And then, of course, maintaining a good consistency and also tracking the conditions as they're changing on the racetrack. The weather conditions are constantly changing. You see that it was almost drying up there about 2 minutes ago, and now the rain has kicked it right back into full swing here on the racetrack as well. So very, very wet here this morning in Tokyo. We got TDC here. He's in 4th place. Hulky's found a 3rd place lap there as well, so stealing that up right at the last second there. Cornstick's going to start up in 5th place. We got Lucky in 6th. We got Kilt in 7th. Looks like Chip's still on a flyer here, so let's sit with him here. Where's he at? The 206. I don't think we're going to see an improvement here from Chip on this particular lap. I could be wrong, but I think he's a little too far back. Yeah, I am correct there. It was close though. So he's going to stay in 8th place there. It's going to be Cody B in 9th. Diabolus is still on a flyer here. We'll see if he can get around in time. And Pedro is done. So we just wanted to see. So this is our last flying driver here. All other cars have come across the start-finish line there. We can see on the map up the top right-hand side of the screen. So let's see what Diabolus has got on his final rip around the racetrack here. Let's go, Kilty, says Corey. Great job, babe, says Clarissa. Superman on pole, unless Diabolus can find 5.8 seconds here. Struggling a little bit here in this race is Diabolus right now in the Porsche, but it looks like Superman is going to be leading the field off the grid here today. And that may be first pole position for that driver here this season as well, so congratulations to him. Alright, you can see damage. Some of these guys are not going to like this race. It's going to be an interesting little dynamic here tonight, I think. The rain race, and then we have the reverse grid based off this race going into race 2. So in between the races, we'll probably flip back over to a different screen for a minute, and then I'll probably jump into race control communication with our host, and that way if there's any assist with the grid setup, I'll just be there to pass that information along. But with that being said, let's get some racing results saved up here while we have a chance. And a Superman with a 204.086, J-Set with a 204.2, we have Hulky with a 205.1, TDC with a 205.2, Cornstick with a 205.416, Lucky 7 with a 205.490, Kilty with a 205.6 and a 206.1 from Chip, Cody B with a 206.6, we have a 209.9 from Diabolus, and Captain Pedro with a 211.385. And that is going to set up our field for race 1 here tonight. Whew. All right, not gonna lie, the AMs are quite on pace here tonight. Those were some impressive laps from some of these drivers. Keep your head down, says Jakey. Let's go, Superman. All Apex drivers require a drive-through penalty due to being an Apex driver. I eat you up on that, man. Maybe we don't want this guy in the stewarding staff. He's just gonna be dishing out drive-through penalties like they're candy here. I don't know. That was some nice qualifying right there by the field, ladies and gentlemen. And that 1999 GTR has come out to play today. Interesting. Jokes. We love the Apex team. I know you guys do. Everybody loves them. Come on. All right, drivers, don't forget to get your proper setup correct for the race, your tire choice, whatever it is that you're going to start your race on. Again, it is heavy wets and intermediates only allowed to the drivers here in race 1. And then from there, we'll head and set up for our 30-minute race 2 sprint. All right. Ooh, that was heaty. We've seen some pretty crazy time changing going on there too. That was some great qualifying from the AMs. These AMs, man. That's why we started off the week with the AMs every week. They are absolutely on it. Congratulations, Superman. Nice pole. Alpha wins my heart. Oh, that's so cute, Risky. That's so cute. All right, so we are just waiting for race control to do what race control does, get this thing underway. Oh, I am being asked if I am ready. What do you think, chat? Are we ready? I think I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's do it. Dang, son. Super, you got the pole? Hey, facts. He has been showing up this season. I gotta tell you. The improvement coming from the Apex Sim Racing teammate Superman this season has been incredible. And, well, let's see where it takes him here tonight. We got 2 sprint races. The first one's going to be a doozy. This first one's going to be a doozy. I have JSET, TDC, and Superman on podium is the call here from Stefan. All right, we're getting ready to go, chat. We are so getting ready to go. 1 second. Where's my button? Give me my button. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Tokyo, Japan, round 5, sprint race 1 in the rain, AM class Roving Island World Tour 2 North America edition starts now. Kick them tires, light them fires. We're going racing, and it's rain racing. All right, here we go. We're waiting for those greens, and we're green. And oh, I think we got a driver stuck on the grid. Nope, just a slow start. Okay. He does that every race. He always makes me think he's stuck. So it is Superman and JSET side by side here as we head up the tunnel, and we're going to see a whole lot of side by side as we head up the tunnel, and these drivers are about to find out how wet it really is. And look at that, the rain meter almost up into those heavy wet ranges here. So here we go as we barrel down into turn 1 for the first time here. He's going. Let's see who survives. All right, Superman and JSET side by side here. Great stuff here by these two. We got side by side Hulky and TDC. We got Lucky 7 side by side there with Cornstick as well. Where is everybody at? Chip gets a good run there, but a little bump from the teammate on the outside there. Everybody manages through A-OK. It's Cody B up into 8th place there. We've got Diabolus in 9th. We've got, who's that hanging back in there? Kilty in 10th, and we got Pedro. Where are you, Pedro? In 11th position here. All right, so I think he's just taking it really easy here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think he's comfortable in the rain, and that is okay. But it is Superman with the whole shot here as we start to head up, and that was a great race start here from our drivers. Fantastic stuff. Let's go. JSET here in 2nd place, trying to chase Superman down here as we go around, and the track is very, very wet right now. You guys can see the overspray coming from these cars. Hulky having a little slippery moment there, but he manages to hold off Cornstick for the time being here in 3rd place. We've got Corn in 4th. These drivers got to deal with wet conditions. We got Lucky 7 going into the wall there, a little slide. TDC's coming out hot, but he manages to hold it together. Lucky 7 here manages to stay out of damage. That's good news for Lucky 7 here. We got Diabolus moving up into 7th place here. Now Chip Reese side by side with this driver here. This is some tough racing conditions here today. What else we got? We got Cody B here in 9th place, and he's just settled in right in behind these two as they're going side by side. Let's go back up a knob here and see this battle developing. Oh, and Cody B goes up to the inside of Chip Reese, and look at the move by Cody B as he grabs one spot from Chip, and now he's going to take a look at Diabolus here. Can he get that run down as he comes down the inside of the corner? It's a drag race down, and here we go. That was a fantastic move right there by Cody B on Chip Reese. Absolutely left the room there, and Cody B took it. Oh, he's like, thank you, I'll take that as we head into the corner. Cody B is on it tonight. Look out for Cody B. Dabless, huge damage. Where is he? 8. Oh yeah, he does have some big damage there for sure. He is the only driver with the damage though. Oh, no he's not. A little incident between him and Kilty maybe. Good call out there. Good catch, my dudes. Good catch. All right, race control hasn't called that red, though. Oh, Superman gets in real deep into the corner, and he's seeing some pressure here from Hulky. A little bit of contact there, a little bit more contact there as these drivers try to get the power down on these racing cars. You can see them just screaming for grip here right now. Superman just holds Hulky off there, but boy, both these drivers went real deep into the corner. We got J-Set here in 3rd place, and a half-second track limit penalty there. That's a rare penalty to see on this racetrack. We got Lucky 7 here all the way up into 4th place now, so he's starting to move his way through. Corn Sticks drop down into 5th. We got TDC here now. Ooh, big slide there in 6th place, and that's allowing Cody B to close in here. So Cody B here in 7th place, and you can just see all these cars just sliding around this racetrack right now. It's very wet out there. We'll have to see how the weather plays out. Is the track going to dry, or is it going to continue to rain? So Kilt here in 8th place. We got Dabless in 9th. We've got Chip here in 10th. And Pedro here in 11th, and he's just playing the safe route here, man. He's like, yeah, no, you know what? I don't like this. I'm just going to do my thing back here. And that is A-okay. Ooh, looks like Hulky and Superman there might have both made contact with the wall there as they are battling hard here right now as they head into the Go Chicane. And, J-Set taking a look there on the exit. Is he going to get the run on Hulky? Nope, he's going to have to settle right back in behind Hulky there. And still has a half-second penalty to serve there. Not sure where that came from, but Lucky 7 up on the inside of Corn Stick there as we head into the final couple of corners here on lap 2. And TDC starting to put in some pressure in 6th place on these drivers as well. And top 6 are very close together here. It's Cody B is only 2.1 seconds in behind that top pack as well here. So if Kilty can just slip into that slipstream here, they can push their way right back into the front of that pack. Chips back up into 9th, gotten around to Abelis here now. And we got Pedro here in 11th place, actually gaining on that pack here as well. So he started very slow and safe here, and he's catching right up to the back of the pack because of that. You just want to pull position in the next race? I don't think so. I think he's just taking it easy. We got Matthew here in first, coming in with the like on the stream as well. In first place with the like on the stream. Welcome, my guy. Superman, though, still leading the charge here. I mean, he was fast in qualifying, and he's definitely fast here in racing conditions. We've got Hulky here in 2nd place, trying to chase him down. We've got Lucky 7 here in 3rd. We've got Corn Stick in 4th. We got TDC here in 5th. We got J-Set in 6th position here, and just taking it easy into the corner there. He knows there's a lot of traffic there, and he's already playing it pretty smart here. He's realizing quickly that there is a drying track here, and he's just trying to keep the temperature down in those intermediate tires. So that's interesting to see that happening so early here already. We got Cody B in 7th, we got Chip in 8th, we got Kilt in 9th, we've got Pedro here now up into 10th place, and Diabolus, of course, with that damage, just making a pit stop there. He's going to get that fixed up, and he's going to get back on track here. So that's unfortunate there, but he can start to actually get that car around the racetrack. The old school GTR is a rocket, it looks like it. He is flying around here. And that could be Superman's night here tonight, but we'll have to wait and see. There's still lots of racing left. 11 minutes and about 15 seconds remaining in this race yet. We have Hulky chasing here in 2nd place. We got Lucky 7 here in 3rd. We got TDC in 4th. We got Corn in 5th. And we got J-Set here in 6th place. And this is a tough battle here with all these cars nose to tail. And you can see the from 3rd to 6th here right now starting to get bottled up a little bit here as each driver's making a little mistake here and there. Oh boy, it is some tough racing right now. Each driver just trying to find some clean air. Each driver trying to find their line in the racetrack. Each driver trying to find that turn-in point right now. And the one that makes the big mistake is going to lose positions here. And there it is. As TDC is going to make a mistake there. J-Set's going to get around him. He's going to move up a spot into 5th. TDC still trying to get that car under control there. He's trying to get some, again, trying to keep those tires cool as well. As you can see, he was on that, right on the track edge there. And we're starting to see some of these drivers now thinking about that here as we're coming down the track. But Slipstream also does weigh in here, so there we go. The driver's just shooting back and forth across the racetrack. And that's not actually to break the slipstream. That's to keep these tires in the water. Interesting to see that the AM class is thinking of these things. That goes to show the experience in these drivers behind the wheel of these race cars. Even though that they're dubbed the AM class, it just goes to show it the experience of these drivers. So it's TDC and Cody B here battling for position, and Cody B is going to get the job done up the straight here now. As we head into turn 1, are we going to see a response from TDC? It looks like TDC is just pretty comfortable sitting in behind here at the moment. And Cody B is charging up the field here in P6. Ooh, is he going to get the run here? TDC might get the move back, and it is going to be side by side as we come around the kink here. And that Viper has that straight line speed, so unfortunately for Cody B, he is going to edge him out here on the straightaway. Now Chip's going to take a look here as we head up into the next right-hand corner here, and are we going to see the move here? Cody B is going to secure that line through there. Ooh, Chip was hanging on for dear life. There's a little bit of dirty air. Toss that car out wide, but he gets a nice entry into that corner, and I think Cody B just about struck the wall there, so some good defending here from Cody B. He's just parking that car in the middle of the racetrack right now, and he's making it extremely difficult for Chip to find a way around him here right now. We got some great racing happening right through our field here. Let's keep looking through here. Pedro's up at the 9th place here. We got Kilton 10th, and we got Diabolus in 11th. Both those drivers have made damage repairs on a pit stop. We've now got Hulky in the lead of the race here as he's coming around, and Superman tucked in behind him here now, so it's going to be an interesting race. I thought this was going to be an interesting race. Qualifying was just showing us that we were in for a doozy here tonight. A little bit of wall contact there. I see you, Superman, says Beme. Just nipping the front end of that car into the wall there, but Superman had no way around, so he's just going to settle in behind Hulky here as we come up the straightaways. So first and second place, 100% still up for grabs here. This is far from over. Cornstick there in 3rd place here, the Ferrari, and we've got J-Set now back up at the 4th place here as well. Lucky 7 here dropping down his position to 5th place, and TDC still sitting here in 6th place. Viper has straight line speed. He should be able to close in. Cody B here in 7th. He's down the road. We got Chip Reese just in behind him, 1.8 seconds. We got Captain Pedro here in 9th, and we got Kilt closing in fairly quickly. And we got Diabolus here also closing in fairly quickly. So these drivers starting to gain back on the back part of the pack here already after that pit stop. Superman now back in the lead here as him and Hulky head into turn 1. J-Set is ahead of Cornstick heading into turn 1, and Hulky's got the inside line here. J-Set's going to take a look here too, but Superman's going to get the turn in before J-Set. J-Set backs out there, and he's going to settle in 3rd place here for the time being in behind Superman. So that is correct. We do see damage on the front end of Superman's car here, so Hulky is now leading the race here. Superman chasing, and Cornstick and J-Set battling here side by side as we head through the corners here. And Superman gets it a little bit wrong there. He gets it a little bit wide, and oh boy, it almost Cornstick just trying to get out of the way there, give him some space there, and it almost got into the wall himself. So it's unfolding here for Superman right now. He's just got to keep his cool, keep his calm. There's half the race is over. Over half the race is over. Another wall contact there. Ooh, a little bit of contact there with the McLaren driver, and things are getting dicey. Things are getting a little scary here, but these drivers are managing themselves well. Superman here getting some suspension damage on the other side, and that might actually balance that car out a little bit for him there. We've got Lucky 7 here in 5th place. We've got TDC in 6th. We've got Cody B here in 7th. We've got Chip in 8th. We've got Pedro here in 9th position. Diabolus here in 10th, and we've got Kilt in 11th here. So some damage there from on Diabolus here once again. And it's now Hulky leading the charge here from DDR. J-Set on the move. Ooh, and a little slide there from that Mercedes, having a tough time here getting that car to slow down in under the cornering here. Cornstick's now going to move up into 2nd place. J-Set's got himself up into 3rd there. Superman definitely just doing everything he can here to try and keep the car moving, trying to hold on to that slipstream here with that damage right now. He's definitely at a disadvantage from the cars that are, well, they don't have that damage, so he's down horsepower, he's down top speed right now, and that's allowing some of these guys to start to close in here. Lucky 7, TDC in behind the Damn Cat. That's Cody B chasing in behind him as well. In 7th place, we got Chip Reese here in 8th. We've got Pedro in 9th. Kilty here in 10th. We got Diabolus now back down into 11th place here. So, interesting race here so far. Pretty good job by these drivers. I'm quite impressed. There's been some good, healthy racing coming out of these, out of this class here today. And there we go. J-Set's going to take a look up in 2nd place on Cornstick here. Does he have the position coming into the corner is the bigger question. Looks like he's just going to back out a little bit there. He's going to let corner have the apex, and he's going to settle back in. And it's some very smart racing being had by our front running drivers here, and well, let's see how it all works out by the end. We have 11.5 minutes through. We're going to see the leaders will come through and get one more lap next time around. Most of the field should get another lap here as well, I would believe. Cody B here. You can see Chip just in behind there in 8th place. We've got Pedro here in 9th. Somebody got into the barrels in turn 1 there. We got Kilt here in 10th place. And we've got Diabolus here in 11th. So those barrels could be the cause of some of this damage from one of these drivers, potentially. Those barrels are no joke. Cornstick now in the lead of this race. And let's see if we can catch when that happened. We just missed it, but it was coming out of the corner. It looked like Hulky must have made a mistake of some sort there, and Cornstick took full advantage of that. And he moves himself up into the lead of this race now. So the VPR driver now leading the way here. Hulky does indeed have some damage on that racing car, but so does J-Set here. That's going to be Lucky 7 now trying to charge down here and see if he can grab podium position before the end of the race. As TDC here in 5th. Superman's dropped down into 6th place here. Cody B's in 7th. Chip here chasing, and almost everybody has damage on their racing car at this point here. Kilty doesn't, but he has pit for damage once already this race, and Diabolus here with a second set of damage on his race car. So again, we did say at the beginning of the race, the drivers that keep their cars free of damage are going to be the ones to be watching out for, battling at the top end of the field here. So Cornstick has a clean racing car here, no damage on this racing car, and is leading the race, and everybody chasing him behind has damage. So Lucky 7 is the next car without any damage on that racing car, and it's going to be a fight to the checkered flag here, as this is going to be our final lap, as all 6 of these drivers start to come down this long straight here. Lucky 7 in 4th, TDC in 5th, we got Superman here in 6th, we got Cody B and Chip here in 7th and 8th as they come across the line to start their final lap. Pedro's just about to come through to start his final lap. Kilt will be not too far in behind him, and Diabolus just a few seconds in behind him. So all these drivers now moving into the final lap of our sprint race here, and well, let's see what happens. Battle of attrition, you're not wrong there, ATB. Alright, so it looks like Jay's actually gotten around Hulky here, so J-Set's actually moved himself up into 2nd place here, and he's given himself a little podium cushion in a sense here with those other drivers really starting to bear down on these guys. But Cornstick, he's running right now, 1.6 seconds up the road from J-Set here in 2nd place. Hulky is just absolutely sending it here. You can see that car getting all kinds of unsorted underneath of him there, but he still keeps it underneath of him. Lucky 7 in 4th place, TDC right in behind him in 5th place, and he's starting to put some pressure on there as well. We got Chip now all the way up into 6th place here, so Chip has grabbed a couple of spots here. We got Cody B up into 7th place here, and Superman here in 8th, so unraveling a little bit here for Superman in race 1. We got Captain Pedro here in 9th, we've got Kilt here in 10th position, and Diabolus rounded out the field here. It's going to be interesting to see how the second race works out with this reverse grid. How'd I know it was you? Cornstick in the lead, and Jay's actually catching him here. He's actually closing in on Cornstick here in 1st place a little bit. It's probably going to be a little too late for him here to challenge for the lead, but he definitely made some time up in that mid-sector. Lucky 7 just unable to close up on those drivers up in front, and he's going to fall just short potentially at the podium here. Chip is going to move all the way up into 6th. Superman's going to get a last-ditch effort here on Cody B. Going to move himself up 1 spot, but Cody B does have time to use that slipstream and try to grab the position back, but it is going to be VPR's Cornstick with the race win here. J-Set's going to come across in 2nd place, and it's going to be DDR Hulky here in 3rd. We've got Lucky 7 in 4th. We got TDC finishing in 5th. Chip is going to take the flag here 6th in race number 1 here for week 5. That was some good racing by him. Patience paid off. We got Superman coming across in 7th, being pushed by Cody B. Right there in behind him in 8th place. And, well, that's a picture moment right there, isn't it, folks? We've got ATK's Captain Pedro right there in 9th position here as well. That was a great race from him. He started off slow, calm, cool, collected, grabs himself a couple spots. Kilt's going to come across there in 10th, and Diabolus is going to finish off our race 1 here tonight with an 11th place finish. Hey, appreciate you, Joe. Good luck, Trevor, says Joe. PD saying, hey, hashtag Corn. Just kidding, I had Cornstick, J-Set, and Hulky on podium. We may have to confirm. I don't know. Alright, so there we have it. It's up 4 positions for Victory Pace Racing's Cornstick here, and a week 5 race 1 victory coming for Victory Pace Racing team right there. We're going to save up a replay here. Got to get those replays saved, and let's go take a look at those results here. We're going to just take a picture of that just for the sake of doing so. Cornstick in 1st place, J-Set in 2nd, DDR Hulky in 3rd. We got Lucky 7 in 4th, TDC in 5th, Chip Reese in 6th, Superman in 7th, and Cody B finishing in 8th. We've got ATK's Captain Pedro in 9th position, and DDR Kilt in 10th, and Diabolus rounding out the field here in 11th position. Alright, so now we're going to move out of the morning conditions. We're going to move more into the afternoon conditions here at Tokyo, and everything is about to change. Check the tape. Great race, Jay sets says fast Ginger. GG's everybody. Michael coming in with a thumbs up. Joe coming in with a thumbs up. Edward also coming in with a thumbs up on the stream here as well. We appreciate all of you. Matthew as well with the like, the proper like this time. The legend he is. And I'm just gonna go check on everything happening here. Proud of you, Superman, says Clarissa. The love is so strong here tonight. That's what we love to see. All right, we're gonna go silent here just for a second, or quiet her for a second here, while I see if we are needed with race control for a couple of moments here. I think it's already taken care of. That was carnage. Yeah, it wasn't that much carnage for the rest of the field, man. They got through nice and tight. I'm not sure what happened. I didn't see what happened to you, but well, of course, we'll let race control handle that. But well, you just means you get pole position next time around there, Ben. That's all. It just means you get to start in the lead on the dry race. Not the worst place to be in. Not the worst place to be in. The man corn sticks, says Michael. Jay said congratulations on fast lap. That was a cooker. Hey. All right. I think we can get out of this screen here. All right. I'm just going to message race control here for a moment to let them know that we are good to go. Just letting race control know there that we have everything we need on our end as the broadcaster here. Amazing race, Jay sets to Savannah. Hey, second place finish there for Jay, so I get to start away from the carnage. Hopefully, hopefully. Jay said is quick. Was doing some practice with them over the weekend. He is. He's improving day by day. Daily, that driver continues to show improvement. He's been working very hard, and I can assure you that this particular driver has been putting in hours upon hours upon hours of race practice in between weeks. So he is definitely coming into these races prepared for everything that potentially could be thrown. So we see a lot of these drivers doing that. We see a lot of the drivers practicing together as well, and that's really starting to show on track and providing some good close racing. But I definitely can confirm that JSET is putting in several hours getting ready for these races each week. So he's looking good out there. He's definitely looking good out there. All the drivers are. Cody B had a fantastic race there tonight too. Cody B's getting quicker and quicker as well as he's learning. I mean, we're just seeing some good racing right now. All right, I'm gonna go check event settings real quick. Everything looks good. Oh, everything is not good. Hold on. We do need an adjustment on the lobby. Just give me 1 second. Alright, that's why we double verify the lobbies. Race control also verifies the lobbies if I'm host as well. So other than that, the lobby's good. We just need to get the tire and fuel settings turned on. Alright. Alright. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna set the lobby up so they can grab the setting real quick here. Just give me 1 second, Misty. As soon as I'm able to get back into the menu, I'll set it up real quick so you can grab the settings. Alright, how's everybody doing? How did everybody enjoy that first race so far? That was pretty crazy. That was an amazing race. That was an amazing race by all the drivers. Unfortunately for a couple of the drivers, of course, we're not sure what happened. We didn't catch it on the stream, but race control will take a look at the end of the week when it's time for them to do their job. Alright, so I'm just going to toss up this room here real quick. Just so she can grab. Alright. So that was some pretty good racing right there. That was some good scrapping right there from the top 6 drivers. The whole top 6 drivers in that field were fighting right to the bitter end there pretty much. That was some good racing by those drivers. Yep, no problem, Ben. I just set the room up in case you needed the settings. Jay said quick, I agree, says Scott. Alright. Does she need the settings, guys? Did I close that too soon? Nope. Alright, so we're just getting everything set up here now, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be able to get you to the action here very shortly. Perfect. Everything's good. We're good to go. Alright, let's get back to biz, Hallie. So the drivers are just entering in here right now. We'll get that grid set up, reverse grid based off reverse order from the previous race, of course. So Diabolus will start in pole position and Cornstick will start in 11th place and vice versa all the way through the field. So what we have now is a 30-minute endurance race. It's going to be S13. It is sunny with a few monsoon clouds and it is going to be afternoon conditions for race number 2. So the rain has gone away here for the drivers for the second race, and the medium and the soft tires are both required here to be used today. So pit strategy now comes into play. It's 4 times tire wear, 4 times fuel consumption, and is it going to be fuel? Is it going to be tires that are the issue here in this race today, or is it going to be a little bit of both? It's going to be interesting to see how all the strategies play out. How's it not correct yet? Oh, it might be need to be set to host. Got it. Yeah. 16 right for now. Yeah. No, that's right. Oh yeah, gotcha. Alright. This game's a little funky with the set by host option. Sometimes it pops up, sometimes it doesn't. You gotta go in there a couple times before it shows up. It's really weird. We're really hoping that the next update sorts some of this stuff out here so we can just get back to good quality, clean league racing like we've had at the beginning of the season here, and then that update hit, and it's been a little bit out of sorts here since that update, and it's not anything that is really on the league's end of anything. It's just something that's going on with the servers right now. Totally different race coming up, dry and fast. 100%. I mean, you know, we're going to see 57s, maybe even 56s potentially from the pro drivers, I would assume, in this dry race this week. So sub 2 minute laps from the pace that these drivers are showing here tonight, I don't think are out of the question. I really don't. Paradise coming in with that thumbs up on the stream. Much love, my guy. Hope you're doing fantastic, Daniel. We got Scott coming in with the share as well. Much love, my brother. I appreciate that extra line of support. Hey, exclamation point notified coming up in there in the house. And we appreciate that. Welcome to the fam, jam, my guy. We appreciate you. Stay winning. All right. We're going to get racing soon. We are going to get racing soon here. We are just sorting out that grid right now. And then we're going to flip you right back over and get at it. Again, much love to Mischievous. Again, as always, going way above and beyond the Call of Duty to, again, just to ensure that the racers get to have a good, clean, fast, safe racing environment. And if it wasn't for her being able to host tonight, we would have had to have asked the driver to sit out. So let's get some GGs up in the chat for Race Control Miss Devious here tonight, because one of our drivers is racing because she was able to host and have that driver connect to her. So that's what we like to see. That's what we like to see, and immediately just stepping in. So really appreciate it. All right, it's chaos. We got craziness happening here. Let's bring up the points again. You know, this is going to put it in perspective. Last week was a double points round. So you can see how close is at top. Kilt, Superman separated only by 10 points. Diabolus is right there. There's a little bit more of a gap there between him and Superman, but Diabolus did miss a race. TDC had a disconnect last race, or he would be right up in there with them as well. Unfortunately for him, 10th place points last week. Chip had a good finish, which jumped him up. Hulky just had a great race there as well. So Cornstick with the win, that's going to boost him as well. And J-Set with another solid podium finish there, that's going to boost him up as well. So I think the top of these standings is going to really start to intensify here as the racing continues to go on. All right, one more quick look. Well, better than quick look, because we missed something last time we took a quick look. 5 liters, 150. All right, everything looks good. We are ready to go when Race Control is ready to go. This keyboard is so loud. Communication's always key. Communication is what keeps the world moving around. The next update is going to break more things. Probably Tron, but hopefully they fix some things that they broke last time, you know? GG's is always misdevious. Let's not talk about last week. I missed a race, dropped to 12th. What race? I don't know what you're talking about, man. There was a race last week? Let's go racing. You know it, Benjamin. You know it, my dude. All right, there we go. We are getting very close here, chat. Let's get it back to the live screen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope we're ready. Race 1 was absolutely spectacular from the AM class tonight. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Race 1 was beautiful. I guess some drivers may not think so, but overall, pretty beautiful. This one, now let's see what they got. They got grip. They got no rain. They got comfortable racing tires underneath those racing cars. And it's a reverse grid, so let's see. Let's see. Yes, I know who he is. I know who he is. Steph, I try not to say the real names to their PSNs in the chat just for privacy's sake. Yeah, I appreciate you all. Is that Ghost I see? I'm pretty sure that's Ghost I see right there. I can't see it, but I'm pretty sure that's who I see. Alright, one more time. 30 minutes this time here. Pit stop is going to be required as the racing soft and medium tires are needed here this 30-minute race. Kick them tires like the fires. Diabolus is sending the field off, and we're racing, and we're green, 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 and we are off. Here we go. It is Ghost Viper. I'm ready, he says. So it is DDR's Kilt here, side by side with Diabolus as they go up. Of course, first and second place starters here in the race. Of course, reverse grid based off race 1 results here. So that drivers are barreling down a very, very nice warm racetrack here. Now the rain's all gone, and the drivers finally get to send it. So here we go, Kilty taking a look. There we got Chip going up the inside there on Cody B. Big slide there from Cody B as they're coming around the corner there, and it's going to be Kilton second. Cody B and Chip still battling there. Oh, we got cars off in the background here. Hold on, we may see a red flaggy situation. Oh, we got Superman and looks like Lucky 7 there involved up in an incident there, but it is only 2. Alright, so it is Diabolus in the lead here. It's Kilt in second place. It's Cody B here in third. He has made that move on Chip. And Cody B's looking up the inside of Kilt here now. And Cody B's looking racy tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Kilt's going to turn, Chip now trying to follow him through here. He's side by side with Kilt now as well. Oh, as we go through the ghost chicane there, the contact from corner stick on a little bit of contact there, I believe, on the back of Chip there. And that's going to put Chip around. And we're still on lap 1 here, I think. So I think that's going to be enough to call the red there. Yeah, that's going to be enough. Oh, that's not what we're trying to do. It's going to be a red flag. We've got half the field literally damaged before the end of the first lap. Alright, we're calling it. Nope, we're calling the red flag here. And this is going to be a red flag condition. We have 5 cars damaged in lap 1 in 3 separate incidents here. 6 cars damaged in lap 1 in 3 separate incidents here. So we are going to reset it. Those cold medium tires are a little bit slipperier there than those wet racing tires, I guess, hey? Alright, so I'm just making sure to let race control know why I called the red flag. And that way there, that'll be documented. Everything is documented and tracked here during the series, so we could see everything that was happening. Good day, GBG. Fast guys at the back got too trigger happy. Well, I mean, it was really 3 separate incidents with two drivers in each incident, actually, is what happened there. It wasn't at all the case, actually, having the fast guys just barreling through the pack there. It was just cold racing tires. Cold racing tires. I'm ready. You betcha, darling. I am ready. Alright, hey, it happens. That's racing, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we put the red flag procedures in place. The red flag procedures there are to protect the driver's safety and to give fair play advantage. So, you know, it prevents a driver from basically barreling through the pack, taking 5 guys out because he rubs everybody out through the inside and, you know, jumps up 7 positions and gets the lead of the race. That's why the red flag procedures are placed there. And again, for instances like this one where stuff happens. It just happens. It's racing. They're excited. They got some grip now. They underestimated the grip level at the beginning of the race. And, well, lesson learned. So let's do it again. Alright, they're going to take us off one more time, so we're just waiting for those greens to drop again there. And we're going to go racing one more time, and we're green, 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 and we're keeping an eye. Everybody gets off the grid in a good, nice, clean start there. And, well, let's see what happens here in restart number 1. So we do allow 3 red flags per race, so this could happen again yet, but these drivers are pros. They'll handle it. Again, just going from wet conditions to these dry conditions, I think it was just a little bit of anticipation that they had more grip than they really did have at this point in the race. So let's see how they sort each other out here again. All right. Superman gets out a little bit wide there. It looks like everybody's trying to allow each other a little more room this time through here is what it actually looks like. This kink could be very spicy here as well on the curbing. The paint on these curbs is very slippery, and that was a much more rhythmatic controlled start right there by our racing group here. So it's Kilt in the lead, Diabolus is in second, we got Cody B here in third place, we got Chip up into fourth, we've got Pedro here in fifth, we got Superman and Pedro here side by side, And there's some good racing right here by these two. Lots of respect given. No contact in a tough sector right there as we head into the Go chicane here coming around Tokyo. That's this bus stop, high-speed bus stop chicane here on the track. We call it that because I die here 2 out of 3 times I come through myself. So, yeah, that's just the way it is. So we come out of this high-speed sector and then we come into this bus stop chicane here and we're still side by side. Superman's going to... Ooh, look at how close that was there. He took a look, but he just wasn't able to get it done, and TDC's going to take advantage here. And he's going to try and look for the cutback coming out of the Go chicane, and side by side is Superman and TDC's going to get the job done, and J-Set's going to follow him right on through there as well. He's like, thank you. I'm just going to tuck right in behind, and I'm going to take that spot as well. So Superman dropping down a couple of positions there, and that was a great attempt there to try and get him out of the Go chicane, but it just didn't work out for Superman, and, well, they'll set it up and try it all again next time around. We got Cornstick here in 10th. We got Lucky here in 11th position. So that's it. Clean race start. It is race on here now, ladies and gentlemen. The red flags are officially out of play here for this race now, and it is game on. 30 minutes of racing, medium and soft tires required. Let's do it. Kilt 2.6 seconds up the road. It's Cody B and Icer Diabolus battling for second place, and Cody B gets that job done as we head up to the start finish line for the second time here in this 30-minute race, and he is going to move up into second place. Diabolus is going to drop down into third. We got TDC here in fourth. We got ATK Pedro in just getting past there. J-Set moving up into fifth. Pedro dropping to sixth. We got Superman in the slip here now, and then we're going to see 5 cars coming to turn 1. They all clustered up here, and it's going to be battle on as we come back through turn 1 here. There we go. We see Diabolus. Kilt gets through there in the lead. Cody B still holding strong there in second place. We got Diabolus still holding there in third. And then we got this whole pack coming through here. And there we go. Drivers are definitely ready to race here now. Oh, we got TDC around here coming out of the corner there. I'm not sure what happened there. We're going to go take another quick look at it there. But, oh boy. That is not what he was looking for there. He's got some front aero damage on that racing car as well. So, oh, that wasn't far enough back. Alright, so let's see what happens here. We got him and J-Sec coming through. I think there might have been a little bit of a touch potentially there between the two drivers, and that touch upset that Dodge Viper a little bit there. That's what it kind of looked like, but a little inconclusive from that angle from our cameraman. But again, race control will take care of that at the end of the race. But TDC ended up sideways there, and he's going to pick up some damage on that Dodge Viper. So it is a 30-minute race. There is a pit strategy involved here, so it'll be interesting to see how he decides to sort that out. We've got Cody B here in second place. We've got Diabolus in third, and we got J-Sec getting it all wrong there, and he is all kinds of spun around there right now, and he's just going to wait for those cars to get by, and that is unfortunate there for that driver, and that was a hard hit right there. Big moment there from J-Set, and dropping down the field very quickly here down into P9. So let's go take a look at that here, and driver struggling with some grip here. Oh, we just missed it there. I don't even know what happened there. That was we just seen him going sideways there, and finally got that car spun around and ended up facing the wrong direction. So TDC now on the charge here. We got Chip here in 11th position here as well. I don't see any damage on that car, but he must have made a pit stop to fix some damage. He may have been the driver we seen go into pit lane first there. So Kilt, woot, woot, woot. So it is Kilt here in the lead of this race. 3.6 seconds up the road right now from its Cody B. Cody B's got 3.3 seconds on Hulky here currently. We've got Cornstick up the inside of Hulky coming into turn 1 and 2 here, and we're going to see a battle for position here as it's Ferrari versus Mercedes here. He's got the shorter line around us, Cornstick, but Hulky's going to have the inside line around the kink here, and Cornstick's just going to have to settle right back in behind Hulky there for the time being in 4th place. So some nice tidy battling happening right there. We got Diabolus here in 5th place. He's got some damage on that racing car. We got Superman here in 6th place, and Pedro chasing here in 7th. We got Lucky 7 tucked right in behind there in 8th. We've got Jay here in 9th place. We've got Chip here in 10th, and we've got TDC here in 11th position. Whew. Alright, so it is Kilt running away right now, 4.3 seconds. Ooh, little slide there from the driver. We got Cody B here in 2nd place, 2.5 seconds to gap the call Hulky. Hulky is definitely pressing here a little bit, but he's got Cornstick really starting to hound him down here in 4th position. We got Diabolus here in 5th place. We've got Superman here in 6th position. We've got ATK's Cap Pedro in 7th place, and starting to gain a little bit of space here on Lucky 7 and behind, but a little bit of battling happening up front here between Diabolus and Superman, as Superman moves up ahead of Diabolus into 5th place here, and that's going to allow Pedro now to close in on these two drivers and Lucky 7 here as well. So Diabolus under threat here now from the McLaren driver. Captain Pedro here in 7th position, so some good battling happening all throughout the racetrack here right now. We got Lucky 7 and 8th, we got Jay here in 9th position. You can see him really fighting that car here around the racetrack right now. We got Chip here in 10th, and we got TDC here in 11th place. He has pit and fixed that damage, so looking to chase those two drivers down up in front here now. But it is Kilt, and Kilt is all alone right now. 3.6 seconds up the road here as we head up the front straight. Quick stop, showing some love for all the legends here. I appreciate you, Anthony. We appreciate you, my guy, coming with that like and that share on the stream. Ghost Viper Gaming coming in with the like on the stream as well. You want to talk about legends? Those two right there are some pretty legendary dudes. All right, Cody B here in 2nd place, and it's Cody B is giving it everything he's got here right now. He's 1.5 seconds ahead of Cornstick and Hulky here in 3rd, 4th place. Problem is, these two drivers are kind of working together here, and at some point that is going to pay dividends here, because slipstream and drafting does work at this racetrack. If you can do it properly with a driver, you can make some time up real quickly here. We got Lucky 7 in 6th place, we got Diabolus in 7th, we got Pedro there in 8th place, and Pedro's still trying to work on Diabolus here. 7 has gotten around both those drivers and gained 2 positions up to 6th place. Got Jay set in 9th place. He had that pretty hard spin and contact into the wall there, and he's got Chip here just in behind here in 10th place as well. And Chip had a damage, I believe, and had Pit to fix it if I'm not mistaken. And we got TDC here in 11th place, also has Pit to fix some damage. So it's going to be a pretty long run for some of these drivers. But dry conditions and a pit strategy, you just never know. We've seen some pretty crazy things happen throughout these classes this season. We've seen people with drive-through penalties come back and get top 5 finishes. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. We've got Hulky here now sitting in 2nd place, so Hulky's found his way around Cody B here. So now Cody B's in the middle of this podium battle sandwich at the moment, sitting on 3rd place. And Cornstick's going to give him the beans here. Is he going to go around? Is he going to stay in the slip? Cody's going to pull out of the slipstream there. And, oof, a little bit of side slip there. A little bit of side contact from the slipstream there. And we're going to go 3 deep as we head up to the tunnel here. And Hulky's now in the middle of this MR sandwich here. And Cody B is just going to slip up in ahead of these drivers. And he's going to take those 2 positions right on back from these boys. And head up into turn 1 and 2. Hulky's got this inside position here, but oh, Cody B just takes a beautiful line through turns 1 and 2 right there. Gets the power down really strong. Cody B is battling tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, do we love to see that? Good morning, Stefan. How are we doing, my dude? We're going to put a viewers vote up in the chat here pretty soon, but we're going to do it different this week. We're going to let the viewers type the name of the driver that they're voting for this week. And that's... Ooh, we lost Diabolus. Oh no. Alright, well, we lost 1. That's not bad. It's better than 4. Alright, so it is Kilt in the lead here, and with that exit of Diabolus here, that alleviates a little bit of this fight here right now for Cody B. But he still is battling hard there with Cornstick, and a little bit of contact there between the 2 drivers, and oh boy, we got a little bit of a disaster happening here. Cody B was just trying to give Cornstick the position back there, and Hulky was coming around at speed there and had nowhere to go and got collected up in that there. And all 3 cars look like they got some damage up inside of them here now as well. So we got Cornstick here, we got Cody B and DDR Hulky here. All 3 of those cars sitting there with damage. Right now, Superman can charge. So let's see if he realizes this as he's driving around the racetrack here. See if he starts to push these boys a little bit. So that was an unfortunate incident there. That was just good hard racing and a little bit of contact made between the 2 drivers there, and unfortunately for Hulky, got collected up in the aftershot there. So it is Lucky here in 6th position. We got Pedro here in 7th. We got Chip here in 8th. We've got Jay in 9th. We've got TDC here in 10th, and everybody's just going to continue on continuing. Rip. Your console went in offline mode? What? Oh, well, you definitely got to sort that out, my dude. We got Cody B still battling here with Cornstick, so he did give the position back, and now rebattling for it, and Cornstick's on the inside, and he's going to get the job done there, so Ferrari driver here gonna slot back up ahead of Cody B here in second place. Cody B is going to drop back down to third here. Hulky is sitting in fourth position here, and Hulky really was, really paid the worst price out of all that, I think, there. We got Lucky here in fifth place. We got Superman in sixth position. We got Pedro here in seventh. We've got Chip now up into eighth here. So he's gotten around Jay. Of course, we know some of these drivers are carrying some damage right now on the racetrack. And TDC here is in 10th place and 5 seconds in behind Jay here. So Jay must be carrying a decent set of pace with the damage on that race car. But that was a pretty hard hit, so I can't imagine that damage is feeling too good on that McLaren right now. DDR killed here. He's moving and grooving, but he is on that racing soft tire as well, where a lot of the drivers are not. They are on the medium tires to start this race. So is that going to be good enough for Kilt to hold off come stint number 2? I guess it depends how long he decides to run stint number 1. Cornstick and Cody B are still fighting hard here side by side. Cody B a little bit wide there. He's going to get himself up into the wall there, but he is still fighting hard here. And Cornstick here in second place is giving him the business. He's giving him the business. Got Hulky here in fourth position as well. We got Lucky here in fifth place. The first of our medium tire runners. There's more drivers on the soft tires than I suspected at the beginning of this race. That is going to be interesting once the pit stops hit and the medium runners turn around and put on those soft tires. Superman here in sixth place. Cornstick's already coming into pit lane here. I think he wants to get rid of that damage on that racing car. Probably most likely. We have Pedro here in sixth. We got Chip in eighth place here. He's going to jump ahead there as well. We got Jay here coming around. He's going to grab a spot there as well. We got TDC here in 10th place. So it's beginning of lap 7 here. Pit window, it's hard to say when pit window is going to be here for this division. We did see Cornstick go in at the end of lap 6 there, but again, I do believe that was to sort out some damage. So Cody B here now, he's clear and free in second place. No pressure, doesn't need to worry about it. He can start worrying about just tucking back in on that racing line and running some solid laps, but he does have Hulky charging down 1.8 seconds in behind the road here. So Hulky's gotten to grips with what the car's feeling like here, and he's starting to move back up the road towards Cody B here. We got Lucky 7 in 4th place. We've got Superman now here in 5th place, and he's closing in on Lucky. We got Captain Pedro here in 6th position with Chip closing in quite quickly. So Chip's starting to look quite comfortable here as well as he's moving around at the racetrack here. We got J-Set sitting in 8th place currently with TDC here in 9th and Corn in 10th place. And Corn has swapped his tires around, so Cornstick will be our first driver to meet that medium soft mandate here today. That was tough luck. That was tough luck, baby. You're not wrong, my dude. Stefan coming in with that thumbs up. Appreciate you, my guy. But it is DDR killed here in the lead of this race. And with 15:50 left to go, I guess the big question is, we're at the halfway point of this race. Do we start to see these drivers come in and make that pit stop? We are going to see Kilt come in. He's got an 11.8 second lead here over second place driver Cody B. Cody B's going to stay out. Okay. What is Hulky going to do? Hulky's going to stay out as well. What's Lucky going to do? Lucky's going to come into pit lane. Superman's going to opt to stay out. We have Chip here in 6th place. He's decided to stay out. Captain Pedro's also decided to stay out. We got Jay here. And what's Jay going to do? He's got TDC right on the back bumper there, and Jay's going to come into pit lane, going to let TDC go through there. So Jay has had enough of driving with that damage on that race car. Cornstick's going to grab that spot from him, and potentially Lucky 7 there as well. But some of these drivers still also owing pit stops here yet today, so it's going to be interesting to see where all the drivers settle out when all that happens. And it's going to be interesting to see the difference in compound tires for the last 15 minutes of the race here. So Cody B still out, Hulky still out, Superman also opting to stay out. We have Chip here in 4th place. He has also stayed out with Pedro. Ooh, Pedro taking a wide berth there, but Dirty Air may have caught him out a little bit there. Now Kilt has pit he is done. He's met his tire mandates here as he continues around here with the racing medium tire. We have TDC here. I do believe he still needs to do his tire switch. Cornstick has done exactly that. We got Lucky 7 here in 9th place, and we got Jay here in 10th position. Doesn't matter how fast you are. It's all about keeping your car safe and staying nice and consistent in these races. We say it week in and week out. You can be the fastest driver in the world. Doesn't mean you're going to win every race. Just doesn't mean it. Cody B hits hard there into the wall. Somehow doesn't pick up any damage there. I'm not sure how. A little bubble wrap around the front end of that car. Apparently we got Hulky here in second. I do suspect we're probably going to see Hulky pit for sure. Cody B, well, we'll sit on and wait here. He is our current race leader here right now, so... Cody B is going to come into pit lane. We're going to see Hulky come into pit lane. Are we going to see Superman come into pit lane? Yes. Are we going to see Pedro come into pit lane? Yes. Alright, TDC. Are we going to see TDC come into pit lane? Judging by the amount of fuel in his tank, I'm going to say probably yes. That leaves Kilt, our race leader, and he's coming in to fix some damage, picking up some damage along the way. So that's going to be Cornstick now, jumping up in the lead of this race, just like that. Lucky 7 coming around here. He's in 8th place right now. He is also pit. And where's he going to come out? He comes out in this huge gaggle of cars. He's at full pace here. He's got scrubbed in tires, and he's going to grab up some spots here. He's going to move himself all the way up into P3. As he just gets around Pedro there. So there we go. Kilty, unfortunately for him, had to dive in to fix some damage there, and that's going to cost him his first place there. Back doesn't steer you when you say you can't win every race. Super's race to lose at this point. Yep. I agree with you there, I think. So it is Cornstick here in first place. It's Cody B here still holding strong in second. We got Lucky 7 now up into 3rd place. We got Captain Pedro in 4th place here. Now it's Hulky and Superman side by side here as we come around the racing track. All the drivers just on some fresh tires here. Ooh, a little bit of contact between the two guys there. It's a tight corner, but they make it through as they squeeze each other, as they squeeze against each other to get through the corner there. We got Kilty just in behind there in 7th position. We've got Jay here in 8th place. We got TDC here in 9th. We've got Chip here. Ooh, getting a little bit deep on the cold tires there in 10th position. So right now, Cornstick looking pretty good here with 6.4 seconds over second place driver Cody B. It's going to be 8.2 here from Lucky 7 to Cornstick here, and it'll be interesting to see if he can pull him in. Cap Pedro in 4th place. We've got Superman in 5th, and Superman is charging. Oh, he's charging. He is all over Captain Pedro here in 4th place. He's looking up the outside there. Can he hold it? That is a tough pass on the last corner there, and he's going to get the job done. Superman going to move up into 4th place with a beautiful outside pass on the final corner here at Tokyo. That is not an easy pass. That was a skillful pass right there from Apex Sim Racing Superman, and he tastes it. He tastes it. He tastes it. He is sending it right now. We've got Pedro, Hulky, and Kilt here now all mixed in with this as well. And if these drivers were smart right now, a little bit of teamwork could go a long way to close that gap a lot faster up front. I mean, there's only 10 minutes left. They need to be shedding 1.5 seconds a lap to have a shot up front there right now. And we are 3 wide back here. This is fantastic. Kilt, Hulky, and Captain Pedro here. And it's a GTR, a Mercedes, and a McLaren as we're heading up 3 wide into turn 1 and 2 here. We see Hulky settle back down. Ooh, Pedro's going to go deep there. You can tell he was coming in with a lot of speed right there. He's going to give up those 2 positions to Kilt and Hulky. He's going to settle back in there in 8th place. We kind of suspect a J-set now. 13.3 seconds in behind here. I think that number is going to drop as he comes through the corner here because we did see that little bit of an accordion effect there, and you can see it drop by a couple seconds there. So we got TDC here in 9th, and we got Chip in 10th. Of course, Diabolus going in behind the wall here in race 2, and it's going to be a DNF here for him tonight. Execution was fire. That was execution. That was a beautiful move right there. Corn here in the lead, 6 seconds up the road from Cody B. Cody B's having a doozy of a race here tonight. We got Lucky 7 here in 3rd place. All right, guys. Driver of the day vote. I'm not putting the polls up this time. You guys, hashtag your favorite driver for the vote. Driver of the day vote will get 2 bonus points. Let's get the hashtag and your driver up in the chat here tonight. Got Cornstick in the lead. We got It's Cody B. We've got Lucky 7. We've got Superman. We've got Hulky. We've got Kilt. We've got Pedro. We've got Jay. We've got TDC. And we've got Chip. And Diabolus. Don't forget about Diabolus. Oh, we got a It's Cody B vote up in the house already. There we go. There we go. It's Cody B's got a vote, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a vote. This vote will only stay up till the end of the race. So you got 10 minutes to get your favorite driver out there for the driver of the day. No polls this week, chat. This is you guys call it out. We'll add it up. It's Cody B here in the second position. We got Lucky 7 here in third, and Superman's pressing. Superman is pushing. He is on top of this Porsche right now, and he's going to look up the inside coming into turn 1 and 2. He is not messing around. He means business here, and ooh, that was a tough battle right there between the two cars, but the Porsche driver's got the inside line, and oh, It's Cody B made a mistake there. That's going to be a guaranteed position there. And Superman going to move up into third place. Lucky 7 going to move up into second. So now Superman finds himself battling for second place with Lucky 7. And they are closing a gap on Cornstick. It went from 11 to 8. Ooh, it's getting juicy. DDR Hulky here in 5th place. We got Kilt closing in 6th. We got Captain Pedro here in 7th. We got Jay now. Still chasing here in 8th, but it's 3 seconds now, that gap. We have TDC here in 9th. And we got Chip fixing some damage up here back in pit lane. So it is Cornstick here, and he is just going through the Go chicane there right now. And 8.8 seconds to Lucky 7 here. So Cornstick showing some good pace on those medium tires here right now. Superman's trying to still find a way around Lucky 7 here at the moment, and It's Cody B is in a fight for his life right now with Kilt and Hulky just tucked right in behind him here as well. So it's getting spicy up front here, and are we going to see a sandwich situation here? No, everybody's playing nice. Kilt and Hulky are still side by side. Cody B is just hanging it tight there. Trying not to allow any one of them really to get around here. He's just trying to park his car at a good spot on the racetrack, and boy, this is a great battle between these 3 drivers here right now. Hulky's going to get the move done here as he gets a better exit with that Mercedes, but that McLaren is fighting back up the straightaway here. He's giving it the beans out of that McLaren, but it looks like Hulky is going to win out of that straight line battle there, and it's going to be 5th place here now for It's Cody B. Kilty's just chilling there in 6th place there. He was just going to let that all settle out to see how everything happened there. We got Jay Set here in 7th. He's got 9.5 seconds now to 6th place. We got Captain Pedro here in 8th. We got TDC in 9th. And we got Chip here in 10th position. So it is Cornstick now on the road here. Got Superman. We got Pedro. We got a Super. Hey, 159.7 fast lap. Yes, sir. Sub 2-minute lap there coming from Chip. Got Cornstick here in the lead. We got Superman now in second, so Superman has gotten around Lucky 7 here, and the gap is 8.5 seconds with 6 minutes remaining. Can he do it? We've got Hulky here in 4th place. We got Cody B here in 5th. We got Kilt in 6th. We got J-Side here in 7th. We got TDC here in 8th. We got Captain Pedro in 9th. And we got Chip here in 10th position. Let's get those votes in. You guys got 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Gotta have the hashtag in front of the name if you want the vote to count. Alright, so it is Cornstick here, and he's moving and grooving, but it's 8.3. Superman's chipping away here. Lucky 7 still trying to stay right there with Superman here on the back door of that GTR, but that Porsche is very quickly losing the taillights of that race car as he goes up the racetrack. DDR Hulky starting to close in on Lucky 7 here a little bit as well in 4th place, but there is a tire difference there. Cody B battling now with Kilt Racer. And this is for 5th to 6th place here, so we got battles brewing all over the racetrack here in this 30-minute race. And this has been a pretty good race here so far tonight. We're on lap 12. We have, 5 minutes remaining. Cody B scrapping here tonight. We got J-Set here in 7th place as well. And we got TDC at 8th. We got Pedro at 9th. And we got Chip here in 10th position. So, I'm holding fastest lap on the track right now, as noted by Stefan in chat there. But it is Cornstick still leading the way. 8 seconds now is that gap. Hunt him down, Super. If Super can pull the sub 2-minute lap, he will make it. Hey, gonna be close. It is gonna be close. It is gonna be very close. The votes are definitely coming in thick. That's what we like to see. All right, Superman, 7.3 seconds here now, and he is fastest man on the racetrack now. He's like, all right, Chip, I can see that you're doing that, but watch what I can do. And it's going to be a 59.695 here from Apex Sim Racing Superman, and he's got it down to 7 seconds. He's closing it in, but has he got enough time to make it happen? Cody B here still battling hard up here in the front end of the pack. He's currently sitting in 4th place. He's got Kilt right there up inside of him, and ooh, this is some good battle that happened right here. Cody B must be starting to feel comfortable in behind the wheel of this McLaren as his pace continues to grow throughout the season here. We got Hulky in 6th. We got Jay here in 7th place. We got TDC here in 8th. We got Pedro in 9th, and we got Chip here in 10th place. Alright, so Cornstick is still leading the way here, and he's doing a good job at really maintaining the pace here right now in this Ferrari on these medium tires. I mean, he is holding that gap pretty strong, and Superman is sending it right now. He's been working hard at trying to close that gap up, but with just under 3.5 minutes remaining, I don't know if he can do it yet. We'll have to wait and see. We got Kilt in 4th place. We got Cody B in 5th. We got Olkey in 6th. We've got Jay here in 7th, and he's closing in. It's down to 6.8 seconds there. Pedro here in 9th, and Chip here in 10th position. So here we go. It is Cornstick still leading the way. Yep, it is Corns if we can hold on. You're absolutely right, Payme. We got Superman here in 2nd place. I was just tallying up votes. Sorry, chat. We got Lucky 7 here in 3rd place. And it's only 1 second gap to Cody B here, 4th place, and Kilt and Hulky. So the battle for podium isn't over yet. I don't think this is over yet. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Jay's coming in 6.5 seconds in behind. He may be able to get involved in that battle yet. We got TDC here in 8th. We got Pedro in 9th. We got Chip here in 10th. So it is Cornstick, 6 seconds that gap now, and under 2 minutes remaining. So we'll see a victory lap for some of the drivers, one more lap for some of the drivers, and probably finish checkered flag for the other half. I would have, if I had to guess. Superman here, he's trying, he's pushing, he's giving it everything he's got. He's trying to track Cornstick down up in front here. Right now in 2nd place, he's just sending that car around the racetrack. We got Lucky here doing much of the same thing in 3rd place here. And Hulky now up into 4th place. We got Kilt up into 5th. Cody B down into 6th position here now. And a little bit of damage on that racing car, but that's allowing Jay now to close in here. And he's going to try and hunt down one more position before the end of the day here. We've got Rad's TDC here in 8th. We got Captain Pedro here in 9th. And we got Chip here in 10th position. So, Cornstick. He's close. He's coming around that final corner here. And he's going to have 1 to go when he crosses that checkered flag here. This time down this very long back straight, 2-mile back straightaway here at Tokyo East counterclockwise. It's a very lengthy run to the start finish line and turns 1 and 2. We got Superman sitting here in 2nd place. We got Lucky 7 here in 3rd. We've got Hulky here in 4th. We've got Kilt here in 5th. We've got Cody B here in 6th place, and Jay sets right up in behind him here now. So Jay's going to go give lots of racing room there. He's going to go nice and wide around here, and it's, well, side by side by the McLarens here. We got Kilt coming through in 5th place there. It looks like all these drivers are going to continue on around here. So Jay's slotted up in front of Cody B here in 7th place. We got TDC's coming around here in 8th place, and he's picked up some damage along the way here as well, and that must be where the driver's struggle has come in today. We know he's quick. We know he's quick. Struggling a little bit with this racetrack, and this racetrack is liked by some and not so much by others, so he is going to get across for his final lap here. I think Pedro's going to get the checkered flag as he comes through here. Yes. Alright, so Pedro will finish in 9th place here in race number 2 tonight, and it'll be a top 10 here for Chip as well. So he's just coming into that final corner, and then we'll get back to the rest of our racing field here. But it's going to be Chip Reese coming across here in a P10 today for race number 2, that is. And struggling a little bit around that final corner there, but that's all right. He's back on that straightaway now, and it'll just be a matter of about 12 seconds here before he takes that checkered flag here in race number 2 this evening as well. So GG's to Chip and Captain Pedro for 9th and 10th place there. Alright, back to Cornstick here. Ooh, look how close this is. Superman really put in some work here. And he's got this down to a second. But does he have enough time? He's just out of that slipstream. This was close. Cornstick is going to bring it home here in first place. But GG's to Superman. He gave that a college effort at the end of that race to try and get it done, but he's just going to fall a little short in the slipstream here as they come across start finish line. It's going to be Cornstick in first, Superman in second, and it's a drag race between Lucky 7 and Hulky. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Oh, it looks like it's Hulky. Hulky's going to beat Lucky 7 out literally by a nose clip right there. Oh my, we have seen that so many times this year. JSet's going to get a 5th place finish. Cody B is going to come through. He's going to take a P6 here today. That was a beauty of a race by Cody B right there. We've got Kilt coming through. It's going to be a P7 for him, and that car has is hurting here as he heads down, limps it across the start finish line here, but he's going to get it done. And we've got Team Rad's TDC going to bring that checkered flag home, the last driver to cross our start finish line here tonight. And that was some tough racing here, but some good racing by all our drivers here in race 2. Race 1 looked easier than race 2 for our field here tonight, didn't it, ladies and gentlemen? That was pretty crazy. Superman, though, coming hard, the big charge at the end, but it's going to be Cornstick all the way from the back of the pack. It is going to be back-to-back race wins for the VPR driver here in week 5. That's some good racing right there by Cornstick. All right, so race results, unofficial, of course, here this in race 2. It's going to be Cornstick in first place. It's going to be Superman in second position. It's going to be DDR Hulky in third. It's going to be VPR's Lucky 7 in fourth. TT's JSet in fifth. It's going to be Cody B in sixth place. DDR's Kilt in seventh. And Team Rad TDC in 8th position. It's going to be ATK Motorsports Captain Pedro in 9th. It's going to be Chip in 10th. And Isodabulus will get an 11th place finish here. Of course, having to go behind pit wall early on in the race due to electronic failure of that Porsche racing car. So that team, I'm sure, will get underneath that racing car and get a better look at what was happening there. Oops, I'm savvy on Jay's YouTube. I'm entertained. Well, that's good, Leo. That's what we're looking for. Good job coming back to 5th, Jay. I think he was on fumes on the line, but GG's to them. Yeah, that was close right there. That was very close right there. All right, let's flip you over. I'll let you watch some highlights here real quick, and then we'll give you some podium interviews. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that means it's time for podium interviews. That's right. So we are going to go and talk with our drivers that landed on the podium in our 2 races here today. So we're just gonna go. We got Cornstick, J-Set, and Hulky. We got Corn, Superman, and Hulky. Alright, so we have 4 podium finishers here. Hulky with a double podium this week, and Cornstick with a double podium this week. Ooh, that is beautiful. And J-Set with a P2 in race 1, and Superman with the P2 in race number 2. So let's go see who we have in the booth. All right, we've got Superman and we've got Jay here, Jay set in the booth. We're just waiting for Hulky and Cornstick if they're able. If they're not, that is a-okay. Just a moment here. How do you not have access to that? Oh, he has access. He should have access. There he is, he's in. Alright. We may not see Hulky for interviews just because it's like uber late where Hulky is. He's obviously over in the UK, so if he can make it, that's fantastic. But if not, we totally understand. So let's go and talk with. All right, let's start with let's start with Jay. Let's start with Jay said he was our second place finisher in race 1. And we don't have our third place finisher currently in the interview. I'll be there shortly. My phone's on charge. Yeah, I'll do a couple in. No problem, Scott. All right, so we are going to talk to Jay Set here first from 1010s Racing. So, tough format here tonight. We're on Tokyo, and we have a rain race, and then we have a combination of a dry race to follow it up. So, I guess how do you prepare for that particular part of the event, have going from one to the other extreme, and how do you feel your evening went for you here tonight?
Yeah, it was definitely a tough event. Laps, lots and lots of laps. Testing on both. I gotta thank everybody on 1010s Racing. They have helped me so much. It's night and day difference. I can, just the whole flow, my whole rhythm has really been helped out by everybody on that team. So I got to give a big shout out to them in preparing me for this race. As far as yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was real slick at the beginning, and then even for the second race, no rain, but it definitely started to get damp on the track as the sun went down. So it was an interesting race. I definitely think I had some pace. Made a mistake in the second one. Um, yeah, it cost me a little bit. I tried to make it back as far as I could. I think I got the fast lap there, but I'm not 100% sure. Um, but yeah, it was an awesome race. I had a ton of fun. I do like driving in conditions. Makes for real interesting racing for the drivers and the fans out there watching.
Absolutely, and we can definitely confirm that you got fastest lap in that race there as well at the end of the race. So you most certainly did just steal that away from, I believe it was Superman that was holding that title until you put one in just a little bit quicker there. But I mean, let's go to race 1. I mean, race 1 is where you had your podium finish here this week in this setup. Tough conditions out there. It was very wet at the beginning of the race. I'm sure each driver was a little bit on edge as everybody kind of barreled down into turns 1 and 2 there, but you guys got through really, really well. And then it was kind of race on. So just talk to the viewers about how that was dealing with, so many factors. You have to worry about dirty air. You have to worry about the spray of the water on your windshield while you're trying to drive, and you also have to worry about your visualization and know where your corners are. So, just tell the viewers at home a little bit about the types of things that you're looking for in those types of situations in such tough conditions.
Uh, it is completely different driving on the two different, dry track and the wet track. Brake points are completely different. Turning is completely different. Everything feels like you're on ice. We went into that first corner, and I kind of pushed a little wide. I tried to, definitely leave enough room. I'm pretty sure I did, but there was a little bit of contact, so I didn't know if I squeezed a little bit. Just gave up the position. Rather make it through than cause a big accident, especially with first and second right there trying to squeeze through. Had a little bit of a bobble, made it back just a little bit in the pack, and then the conditions started drying out after the rain kind of passed, and yeah, it was game on after that. Trying to run down, and I knew it was going to continuously get drier and drier. The unexpected rain on the last lap, that was kind of a wrench in the curveball, and whoa. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun driving in conditions, a lot different than driving in the dry.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, nonetheless, you clearly you showed you had great pace. I mean, you managed to get a second place finish there in race one, and a pretty good recovery drive there in race two as well. Like you said, you had a little bit of a mistake there in race two, but you just put your head down and just kept on pushing and ended up coming back in with a fifth place finish there as well. So, good night of racing there for yourself, and overall happy with the result here in week five.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And looking forward to next week too. I really like next week's track, and it's gonna be some fun racing.
Was just going to ask you what we thought about the newest track there brought to Gran Turismo platform. We are going to be racing on Grand Valley Highway 1 next week for week 6 of racing, so that should be a pretty good doozy. So, I mean, you just said that's one of your tracks that you like to race on, so feeling pretty comfortable then heading into your practice sessions this week?
Yeah. Like this track, kind of had to learn it, had driven it a little bit, not too much competitively, but really had to knuckle down and learn this track. Next week's track, I know it pretty well. Have quite a few miles on that track, and for all the viewers that are out there, if you guys want to see a good race, that's going to be a real fun race. That one's going to be awesome.
Definitely don't disagree with that. Congratulations, Hulky. That final push to P3 was awesome. That was a beautiful side by side battle, Lucky Seven. That was absolutely fun. That's probably going to be our reel here tonight, most likely. There was a lot of great moments here in both these races, though, from this AM class. I mean, that was some great racing. You guys really kicked off week five with a bang, and I'll leave any final remarks and any final shout outs you want to throw out there before we head to our next podium finisher.
Yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to you. I know you guys, you and Miss D put a lot of work into this. Like a lot. I don't think, I didn't realize coming into this a few weeks ago how much was actually involved behind the scenes, and you guys do a lot of work. So big shout out to you guys. All the other drivers, Superman was on it today. Yeah, everybody was fast and on their game today. Thought it would be a little bit more spread out, and all the drivers brought their A game today. It was a lot of fun driving out there, and then finally, 10 Racing. They've helped me out immeasurably. So a huge shout out to them. I want to thank all of them for all the help.
Well, we definitely appreciate it, and we'll let you get back to that 10-10's clubhouse and go celebrate with your team on your second place race one finish here tonight. But congratulations on some great racing, and can't wait to see you in Grand Valley next week.
Thank you very much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So there we have it. 10-10's JSET, new to the series here as well. He come on in round 3 to start his series out, and he showed very, very good pace here so far in the series, and he's showing some very good racing skill as well. So JSET should be one of those drivers that I think everybody's starting to kind of keep their eyes on here in this amateur class division this season, because he's definitely been putting in the work. But so has this man we're about to go talk to here right now. We got Apex Sim Racing Superman, and this man was absolutely cooking around this racetrack tonight as well. He was our fastest man in qualifying this week. And unfortunately, race one unraveled a little bit there for him, but boy, did he put his nose down and put the pedal to the floor in race two, especially in the final 10 minutes of that race, and almost got a chance to fight for P1 here tonight, but just fell a little bit short. But nonetheless, my dude, absolutely spectacular racing from you. You had great pace, and man, you really are showing that this old technology still has what it takes to race with these new race cars on the racetracks. Congratulations. Talk us through your night, my man.
Thanks, Timmy. Yeah, dude. Qualifying in the wet went pretty good for me. The race held them off for probably about the first 8 minutes. Then a couple corners. I was just getting in too deep, man. I mean, it came down to me watching that rear view more than I was looking at the windshield, and that caused me to get in too deep, miss my point. They got the inside on me. Again, it is what it is, man. I mean, I try. I mean, shout out to the boys on the track. They all ran hard tonight. They deserve the credit for everything they got. But dude, one of these races, I'm gonna put everything together, be on that top step. 3 podiums in a row. I just need to stop the silly mistakes, man. I mean, that's me sitting here on the podium on P2. I'm thankful for it because these boys raced their hearts out there tonight. And maybe just one week I'll put everything together without having the wheel fall off this thing, and touch a base on what you said about this older race car and the older race technology. I think the biggest thing that comes into factor with this older car is the nut behind the steering wheel, man. I mean, you gotta drive this thing. Yeah, brother. I think it just comes down to that.
Well, I don't know, man. With how you're making that car look, I'm kind of scared you're gonna have to teach me how to drive that old girl. But I mean, you're looking good out there. Compared to previous seasons, you're really on top of your game right now. You seem locked in. You seem very comfortable. You seem very prepared. Coming into race week every week as well. So, and it's showing in those results. I mean, race one aside, just some little mistakes is all it takes here on Tokyo. We all know that the walls are tight, they're hard, they hit hard, and they create damage on these racing cars. But race two, he sure came back and absolutely made up for it. And you just fell about 6/10 of a second short there, coming up to the checker flag here today. So let's talk about that. I mean, I know you were watching that live timing gap. You're seeing it go from 11 to 9 to 8 to 7.5, and then holding for a couple of laps. It seemed like Cornstick really locked in on those medium tires, and I don't know what happened to him up front there, but all of a sudden you were taking chunks. The car hooked up. You started just you feeling the rhythm, and you really made a big push at the end and just fell a little bit short. I mean, talk to us as you were going through that process, trying to chase Cornstick down there in the last 10-15 minutes of race two.
Um, he was on one, man, no doubt. I started on the mediums. I think he started on the softs. I ended on the softs. So the come towards the end of the race, the ball was in my court. I don't know how big the fuel tank is in that Ferrari, but I could almost get 9 laps out of the fuel tank in this Skyline. So I don't know if towards the end, when I was really taking those big chunks out, if he was trying to fuel save, if I was pushing him to burn more fuel than he wanted to, or what. But it was this head down, man. I'm used to this track at night, um, and a road car more specifically. This is one of my more favorite tracks to drive. I mean, driving this track in a Group 3 Skyline is way more easier than it is in a 950 horsepower Camaro. So I think I kind of had that working in my favor. Um, Obviously, I didn't get the job done, but hats off to Cornstick, man. He played it right. His strategy was tight. He was fast, and yeah, man. Old boy was on one tonight. I mean, I'm telling you, you all boys better watch out. One of these weeks, old Chrissy's gonna put one together. I'm gonna be sitting on that top step. Y'all better watch out. I'm out for blood, dude. I'm coming for y'all.
Oh, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I think the competition is on here in the AM class. And I mean, that's good. That's good to see. That's good to hear. That's what we love to see. That's what we love to hear. There's confidence in our drivers here, ladies and gentlemen. They're enjoying the series, which is most important. They're having fun out there, and now it's starting to step into some good competitive racing here. I think we're going to see some pretty crazy racing in the lap half of this season, as these drivers are looking very comfortable around each other on the racetrack as well. And we're going to give some notable mentions out here. Drivers like it's Cody B tonight, Captain Pedro tonight too. They came out huge tonight compared to how they started the season out. They were absolutely flying out there tonight. Cody B was battling for that podium for a large part of race 2 there as well. So special mentions to these two drivers especially. They're coming in brand new to league racing here, and they really showed up here tonight on a difficult racetrack as well in their difficult racing conditions. But not to take away from this man, Apex Races Sim Racing Superman. I mean, huge P2 finish, and was looking like he was going to hit that podium there in race 1 as well. But hey, racing is racing, and you're going to take your points and see where that settles you into the standings. So Grand Valley Highway 1 next week in California. How you feeling?
That's a jury's still out on that one, man. I need to see how old girl gets around there. There's some fast sections in that on that track, but I'm gonna be more worried around the end of sector 2 going into sector 3. You got some tight twisties in there, and this Skyline, she's more of a mechanical grip kind of thing, so she does her dance a little bit different, kind of tight twisties. But hopefully, I could nail those down and get her cooking down the straights and headed towards the right direction. I mean, just gonna keep practicing and keep working on it, brother. That's all we got to do.
Absolutely. Well, very well said, my guy. And I guess with that being said, any final remarks and shout outs and thank yous you want to toss out there before we talk to our double third place finisher here tonight?
Um, Shout out to the boys back at the shop, Apex Sim Racing. These boys been behind me ever since I came on board about a year and a half. I mean, the support is unwavering all across the team. It's not just me. Whenever the other boys are out on track, we rally around them. They rally around me. It's really good to see the team aspect come together, have the support from each other, have somebody to learn from too. So that's good. Another shout out I'd like to give to the Mrs. Clarissa. Thanks, babe, for holding the fort down while I'm doing this, playing on my game, as you sort of say. And I'd like to give a shout out to Cody, man. Cody's been working, practicing a lot lately, and he really showed good pace tonight. I mean, it was extended pace. It just wasn't like a flash. I mean, he held that top podium or top 3 down for a while there, man, and it's easy to lose, and for him to keep that consistency and keep that being up there in the ranks for so long just gives credit to the work that he's putting in too. So shout out to you, Cody. You matter, brother.
Hey, appreciate that. And you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Absolutely best race of the season for Cody B here for by far in round 5. And it is showing the work he's putting in because it's showing on the pace and his racing skill on the racetrack as well. Very well said. And with that being said, we appreciate you, my dude. And remember, you matter just as much as everybody else, my guy. But we're going to let you get back to that Apex Clubhouse and go celebrate with the team. Appreciate you.
All right, thanks, Timmy. Also, thank you to you, everything you do, DDR. And yeah, man, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be doing this thing. So tip of the hat to you as well, sir.
Cheers, brother. You're looking good out there. Definitely making a guy proud and smile. That's for sure, my man.
Yes, sir. I'll holler at you later, Timmy.
Talk to you later, my dude. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we build friendships as racers and broadcasters and organizers and staff and officials and stewards, no matter where it is, where we all fall into in league racing. We're all friends at the end of the day, and it is. We're very happy to see all of our drivers make those improvements from one race to the next and from one season to the next, and it's just good to hear it come from not only your teammates but also coming from the organizers, that we're seeing those improvements and they're looking great out there because we want them to continue to fight hard and play hard and have good clean fun racing. So huge shout out to all our drivers. But let's talk to this man. Let's talk to Hulky, DDR driver here, coming in with the, of course, presenter of the series being DDR here, and coming in supporting DDR with some of their drivers on the track here in the North American Series. And this man paid out big tonight. He comes in with 2 third-place finishes in both races here, and conditions were tough in both races. And well, the races, like both other drivers have brought to mention, were very scrappy tonight. They were very hard-fought, hard-battled races here tonight. And Hulky is recipient of a double podium here himself tonight. So congratulations on some great, tough racing. It looked a little difficult in that Mercedes out there tonight, but you held it together and you brought home 2 podiums here. So, talk us through your night, my man, and congratulations.
Hey, thank you. I didn't expect 2 podiums on that track at all, especially the rain run. Near the end of race one, I panicked because I saw J set coming up. I can't remember if it was Corn as well, and I saw them coming up towards my mirror, and I panicked. So I hit the barrier. I thought I had traction control on because obviously it was still wet but drying out, and it wasn't on. So I clicked the wall and they went past. I tried to catch up with them, but they both were gone. Race two, I started on soft because I was at the back. So I thought I'd start on soft to try and catch up around the front of the pack. Managed to do that. I saw people started pitting early, and I realised my fuel must takes around about 8 laps, which is half of the race. So working that out, I just thought I'd just go for it, come out in the mediums, and I think I clipped Cody B by accident and killed. So I held back a bit and let them go past, then carried on racing. Towards the final 2 laps, the final 2 laps, I thought that was the last lap. I just thought, yeah, I'm going to slow down. Looked at the clock, it said 30 seconds left. I was like, no, 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 I've got to carry on. So I carried on, round the last corner, down out straight. I thought, nah, seven's going to get third place, seven's going to get third. So I followed his slipstream, carried on, just went out wide a little bit and changed to sixth gear, and somehow I just got in front of him. But it was a good battle all round.
Seen a drag race to the finish line already in this specific division once already this season, and that gap was 0.025 seconds. The gap between yourself and Lucky Seven here tonight was 0.004. It was 4/1000th of a second that you nipped third place by. Here is probably the closest photo finish we've had here, potentially in GT45 gaming history for a podium position at the checkered flag. So just a little bit of information there for you there on that one. But you've been looking great all season long. You've had a couple of tough races here this season, but you always seem to bounce back. And now, as we have half of the season kind of under the belt here for all the drivers, everybody's starting to get familiar with each other, their driving styles, the way that the cars handle on the racetrack. What are you expecting to see out of this group of drivers over the next 5 weeks?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I have seen quite a few drivers actually improve quite quickly. Superman, he's flying. Joe Set, he's flying as well. Stick, he's flying. It's just a lot of changes have happened. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the tough battles. So I think the rest of next 5 weeks is going to be very hard for each drivers, especially to be really competitive.
Absolutely. And I mean, next week is Grand Valley. How do you feel about the California racetrack?
Um, with the season I did last time, the GTR, I wasn't comfortable with it. But after tonight, in the rain, in the Mercedes, and the sharp corners on the Tokyo track, there are some sharp corners on the next track, which I think the AMG is going to have more control in than the GTR. Uh, it's not only that, I think the fuel's quite good on the Mercedes as well.
You were fortunate enough to be able to run this series over in the United Kingdom side of things as well. So Now that you're over here in the North American side of the series as well, is the competition a little bit stiffer over here than it is over there, or is it much close to the same?
That's a good question again. uh, to be honest, I'd say they're both quite similar, but you tend to see more, not aggressive, but fighting for your position a lot in the USA than you do in the UK. But the UK series, it will tend to be a little bit spread out compared to the American one, because the American one, most drivers are quite close.
It's a good comparison because we do have some of the drivers competing currently in the North America series that have ran over in the UK series, and some of our North American drivers have also gone over to the UK side and ran over there as well. So it's just nice to see how um, each set of driving communities is as they race around the racetrack. I mean, it's the same series, it's the same tracks, it's the same setups. Nothing has changed from the EU side to the NA side here, except for the fact that we run extra splits, which sometimes, I guess, in a sense, provides a little bit of tighter racing if we get the qualifying and the allocations right. But what we're seeing this year is we're seeing three divisions full of absolutely very close-paced, top-level, fast racers, and that, of course, yourself included. And you've been flying out there all season long here, and it's just a matter of time before we're talking to Hulky sitting on top of the podium here for a double win potentially as well. But you're looking good out there. The car looks amazing out there always, and representing DDR very very well here in the North American Series as well. But I guess any final remarks you'd like to add, and any shout outs and thank yous you'd like to throw out there.
Yeah, before I do the shout out, it also depends on what car people drive in. Like, they could be comfortable in one car. If you're comfortable with that car, stick with it. Just keep practicing and you will get there. The shout outs I'll say to you, Miss Divas for the race control, all the drivers putting all the effort in. Kilt Racer, Superman, Cody B for allowing me to come in to do practice with them. I think Cody is going to improve quite a lot very quickly. He learns so quick. Superman's getting quick as well. I want to also say thanks to DDR for everything, not just racing, but behind the scenes. Uh, Quite a lot of things I have to say thank you to, but I can't remember them all.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, the DDR cover is pretty good basis cover there, I think, to begin with. But it is right. Huge shout out to DDR for presenting such a great racing series here is down to us here in North America, and it's definitely a pleasure to have you on board racing with us down here in North America as well. And congratulations on yet another great night of racing from you. And much of the same thing, we're gonna let you get down to the clubhouse there and have a good celebration with your racing team there. And again, congratulations on the double podium here tonight.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the man of the hour. Second time this season now that our VPR driver, Victory Pace Racing driver, Cornstick, has taken double podiums in the sprint race formats here. And it seems like this driver likes these shorter style races with this Ferrari because he keeps putting that thing on the top of the podium every time we have a sprint race night. VPR Cornstick, my guy, you looked fantastic out there. You battled and fought very hard both those races really to get yourself into a position to try and take that checkered flag first here today. And it paid off huge here tonight. Back-to-back wins is going to really throw you up in the standings. That's going to just tighten things up top there even more. And talk us through your night because, well, you're the man of the hour and you're our double winner here this evening.
Thank you, Ghost. Yeah, it was definitely an eventful night. Qualifying, I started off at knowing everybody was in the rain. It gave everybody a solid chance, I think, for a W here, for at least some qualifying, and was able to keep it on the track and put up a decent time there, getting fourth. And starting that race, knowing I have pace and hoping there's a few slip ups along the way that I can take the opportunity to get ahead. and ended up settling in nice there. Broke away from the pack with the three of us or four of us up front, and just fortunate enough for a few mishaps, throughout the race with people banging the wall or just getting too close or whatnot, and was able to get into the first place position. What around? I guess the eighth lap or so. I think Hulky was in front of me at that time at first, and was able to maintain it the rest of the way. That was the easy race in the sense to close out, knowing we didn't have to worry about fuel or tires. But then turning around and getting to the end of the pack and starting race two, that was pretty fun. I was on the softs, started on the softs, hoping to get around 7 laps or so in. Had that, made my way up the pack. Fortunately, gave myself distance in the beginning. Still got into around fourth or fifth, and got into a little scuffle with Cody where we both bumped into the wall. I think around lap 5 or so. So just trying to take the opportunity, knowing I was a little slow with some damage. I think Hulky was in that tie up too. Pit around 6, so I could try and stretch out that medium run. And those 2 times you mentioned, where Superman was coming up on me, or just gaining a lot of speed on me. The one time was a big fuel save. I realized he was in a little scuffle with a bunch of people that he pit with. And then that final lap, I actually was out of gas around 100 feet from the finish line. So I guess timed it perfectly and was able to maintain that gap just big enough to stretch it out. So yeah, so I was gripping the wheel in that last lap, and just praying that I had enough fuel there. Fuel saved. I think I put it on the meter on 6 and ran the whole backside of the track, fuel saving with point 0.8, I think, around the last lap to go. So an eventful night, an eventful last lap, and just stoked, got first place in both of those runs.
Absolutely, and I mean we're only halfway through the season here, and this AM class is already looking like their Pro Division series here. I mean, the most difficult race of the season, people would think was going to be that Mount Panorama night race, but in reality, rain on Tokyo is no joke, and it was tough out there today. It was very wet on that racetrack. You guys get that green flag, you're under the tunnel, you're out of the weather there, and you guys get a good solid quarter-mile run or maybe even half-mile run up before you start to get actually into the weather conditions. And you come out and you just hit all of that water. It's just a wall of water coming from a dry condition. What's the first thing that goes through your mind?
Well, the first few times it was just see how fast I go until I lose it when I was practicing by myself. But after hitting the water now and it being so detailed with the Fanatec wheelbase, it's really detailed. It really simulates hydroplaning a little bit and hitting those water spots. So I ended up keeping an eye on them, realizing that some of those areas that you can cut on dry were a little bit problematic in the wet. So yeah, it was eventful, especially when you're barreling down to turn 1 there, and everybody's slamming on their brakes, and you're just hoping you don't slip up and slam into the guy next to you. So throwing that in there on top of the rain is leaves for an eventful race.
Absolutely. I mean, you guys handled that so well in race 1. And then, we moved to race 2. Now, the rain is dried up, but the sun is shining, the track is dried up. You're on those racing slick tires. I mean, you got grip for days compared to what you guys just had to race just prior to that in the morning. And then you guys get started, and it was just everybody was slipping and sliding around that first lap on that first race. Was that just like that false sense of security that you guys have grip all of a sudden, for kind of forgetting that the cold tires still factor in? What do you think that might have been there? Because it seemed to me that like the whole division was just like, all right, we got grip, go, let's go, and then it's like, oh wait, cold tires, oh no.
Oh yeah, exactly. It was wild. I mean, seeing everybody go wide there, and then me I tried to poke my nose in, but realized, there's a long way to go in that race. So I just, took a step back. I think there was only one person behind me at that point that also went a little wide. So yeah, just playing it safe there, being at the back of the pack. But in the first go in the rain, it was really just trying to get the placement in the car, knowing I had somebody in my right, so giving them room, but still trying to maximize my way around there and trying to potentially get it aligned so I can jam on the gas to go down that straight. Yeah, so two different variations, extremely different techniques. Yeah, um, it was, yeah, great time for sure.
Absolutely, and I mean, second time now with back-to-back wins in the sprint race format. So, statistically, it sure looks like that you enjoy the sprint racing over the endurance racing. Is that the case?
Yeah, I guess the car I chose with the endurance racing, it being around 8.5 laps, I don't even think it gets a full nine. It becomes a little problematic with these sprint races where it's one stop and the soft tires last to at least half the race, where it puts it in a more of a competitive stance. But yeah, these endurance races, I really gotta try and get out front and really push the softs so that I can try and do a one stop or two quick short two stops. But yeah, definitely the sprint race, and I guess my attention span with them, it becomes a little bit easier as well.
Absolutely, and I mean, each racer has a preferred style of race that they like to race, and even though we pretty much race in anything we can get our cars into, but everybody has a definitely preferred style, and every car has its little quirks and its little advantages and disadvantages here. And like you said last time we were talking, you decided to jump into this car. It's a different car. You haven't driven it much, and you're just kind of getting a handle on it. So, do you feel like you're starting to get that handle on the car now?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely had a few very competitive tracks, that were a lot of them with not much width to them, and racing on these tight corners, and having to be precise, in qualifying, let alone the race when everybody's trying to pass you. So just you putting practicing hours together, I've seen my understanding of the car, where it's comparing it, let's say, to the Porsche or whatnot, and understanding it feels a little bit more loose under the wheels, and understanding the similarities and whatnot as well, and just and learning those techniques, but having to learn it from scratch, and finally having a good grasp at around halfway through, I feel comfortable now, going through the rest of the season with this car.
Well, that's always fantastic. And we touched base with all the other podium drivers here tonight. The one thing we're noticing is the class is getting faster. You guys definitely seem to be getting more comfortable with each other on the racetrack, and the racing is getting a lot tighter, and the pack's getting a lot bigger. So, what are you expecting to see here over the next 5 weeks of racing out of this group as well?
Oh yeah, I mean the pressure is going to keep going. I'm sure everyone, every race from here on out is gonna be a close one. I agree. We're all definitely elevating our game together, and you could see that everybody's in those practice lobbies throughout the week, getting their hours in. So I'm excited to see the rest of this season. I'm excited to see where all these racers end up. Whether or not it's this league or the following league after this, or season after this, for that matter, trying to get into some of these upper classes.
Absolutely. And I mean, that's what we're always striving for as racers, is just try to get into that next level of driving, that next level of pace, or that next level of tier. In a sense, in Gran Turismo would be driver rating. In a sense, if we were playing it that way, you want to be, I'm so close to getting that A rating, so you want to get to that next level, and then you get to that next level, and you got a whole bunch of learning to do all over again. But that's the best thing about racing. And yeah, it was great racing from you tonight. The Ferrari was flying around Tokyo here tonight. It's a strong car in a straight line for sure. in the Group 3 class. And, you know, the Tokyo, well, is a big, fast racetrack. So definitely suited the car and the driver well here tonight. And, well, a little bit of fuel saving and just a big enough gap, just holding them on the top podium in there in race 2. But I guess any final remarks and any shout outs and thank yous you want to throw out there before we head out here for the evening?
Yeah, definitely thank you and Miss D for everything you guys do for this league. Definitely shout out to my wife. Shout out to VPR, all the guys back at the garage, especially Flock, aka Stay Yakin. Shout out to our sponsors, IMB Racewear, Archangel Race Group, the Munson Restaurant Group, Foundation TS. And yeah, look forward to next week, and stoked to see everybody push the limits next race.
Absolutely, and well, I definitely can't wait to see what the AM class is going to bring to us next Monday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, ladies and gentlemen. Don't want to miss out. Could be Cornstick maybe getting a three-peat on the top of the podium with a good run next week, but we'll have to wait and find out to see which one of our AM class drivers is going to come out on top next week at Grand Valley Highway 1. We appreciate you, my guy. We're going to let you get back to that VPR clubhouse there. I bet you that thing is just rocking right now, and we're going to let you go ahead and celebrate there back with the team, and we appreciate you for taking some time to talk with us here this evening.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
You betcha. Have a good evening. All right, ladies and gentlemen. What a race. Wow. These guys sent it this week. I didn't know what to expect this week with the rain. It's always an unknown factor, but GG's to this AM class. They handled this like pros tonight. That race 1 start was beautiful. Race 2, everybody was just a little excited to I think to have some grip, and I think they forgot to consider that, hey, we got to warm our tires up a little bit here still. So just some mistakes, and we decided to call that one back with 6 damaged cars by mid-lap on lap 1. Just set it back up and let these guys go again, and what a great second start to the race we had, and what a great race we ended up having out of that 30-minute race. So congratulations to all our podium finishers. We had DDR Hulky in 3rd place. We had JSET in 2nd place, and we had VPR's Cornstick in 1st place in race 1. Then we set it up with reverse grid based off finishing results from race 1, and our podium finishers come out as DDR Hulky in 3rd place, Apex Sim Racing Superman in 2nd place, and VPR's Cornstick with the 2nd race win on the night. So GG's to our 4 podium finishers here tonight, but congratulations to all the drivers on track, because every single one of these drivers in this class has gotten faster. Their racing skill has picked up, and that is going to provide us with 5 more weeks of spectacular door-to-door racing action here from our amateur class at Roving Island World Tour 2 in North America. We appreciate everybody. Thank you for everybody for coming in and hanging out with us tonight. The comments, you guys are lighting it up out there as always, cheering on your favorite viewers. It was Apex Sim Racing Superman getting a driver of the day by viewers vote here today, and that will be a bonus 2 points for Apex Sim Racing Superman as he continues his charge for a championship title here in the Roving Island World Tour 2 series. So 2 bonus points does go to Apex Racing Superman for viewers vote driver of the day. I am GT45 Gaming, and I would like to say a big thank you to everybody that has taken the time to send good wishes and prayers and nice kind things to people and to communities out there in the world that are struggling through disasters or just everyday life. This is a community, this is a family here in the sim racing, and it shows here in this community on a day-to-day basis, sometimes on a minute-to-minute basis. And I just want to take time to say thank you to the Winner Circle community and to our sim racing network and everybody involved around our community here, because we really do truly have a family here. And as we continue to move forward and progress as a group, an organization, and a community, I cannot wait to see what we're going to do to change the world in the future. I appreciate y'all. Remember, you all matter. Stay winning, and we'll see you all tomorrow night at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time for that Pro Division here at Tokyo. Ciao for now.